Welcome in, everybody. Um, so, I guess there's a Munchlax, like, event today? I don't think this is an event outbreak, but does it show if it's an event one? Okay, so we're popping off right out of the gate, huh? That's what we're doing? Ceiling Cat with the 20. Buddy, I appreciate you. Guys, anybody who's in here, exclamation gift, make sure you're opted in. Because, yeah, you can't get one of those if you don't do that. I'm trying to see the chat. There's just so many gifted memberships now. Hold on, I'm looking. Good day, Calm. Stated Bacon? Is it stated? It is Stated Bacon. Hello. How's it going, everybody? I'm just gonna start some resets. We'll get going. I have news today. We'll wait until people are around a little bit, and then we'll start breaking some news. But for right now, I'm just gonna go back and forth. I already have this to 60, so like, I would like not to have to use a Sammy, but we'll see. The news, yeah. Well, you know what? Yogurt has already kind of ripped off the Band-Aid, so I guess maybe it doesn't matter. I'm sure it's going to come up a few times tonight, but for the holiday season, I decided I should have some more merch. It's something that I've been thinking about for a long time, but I spent a bunch of time on it the past week or so, and it's officially live. So if you do exclamation merch or exclamation shop in the chat, they both do the same thing. It should give you the link to my merch shop, and I have my face in the shop. It sure is something. But I made some stuff that I think you guys will appreciate. There's some kind of meme-y stuff. There's some just like good basic stuff that isn't like too over the top. You know, I tried not to make it too ridiculous. Some of the things I couldn't help myself, but other things are pretty simple. You guys can take a look and see what you think. But for the Calm and Collecting fan in your family or friend group, that's what I got. That's what I got on offer. So just keep it in mind. Just think about it. Are we at 50 likes already? I already see 100 like goal. What's happening here? Hold on. And I haven't been reading. I'm sorry. I've been doing my little spiel here. You see me, right? Zoe, I do see you. It is just, it's popping right now. Okay. We need 100 like goal. Nick with the deuces, I will do that. Sounds good. How's it going, everybody? It's been a while. It's one of those ones where it's like the first one of the week. It always feels like it's been so long because it has, I guess. It has been a hot minute. So what's everybody up to? What's the week been like? Currently working a night shift and received an email that I got a membership. Ah, yes. Yeah, guys, make sure that you thank Ceiling Cat if you got one of those gifted memberships. Ceiling Cat is always throwing out gifted memberships. So a lot of you guys that have received gifteds, probably Ceiling Cat has had something to do with that at one point or another. So make sure you guys say thanks. It's me, Ranges. I changed my username. Ranges. Either way, welcome back in. Ranges. Ranges? Welcome back in. I feel like I don't remember the name Ranges, though. Was there more to it than just Ranges? I like the overodds tie-dye. Yes. Yeah, I tried to make some more kind of simple, subdued stuff. Some stuff that's a little more in your face, like the Mr. Kappa sweater. I tried to make it a little bit of everything there. So I'm glad you dig it. That I have ordered like basically one of everything merch-wise that I have, just so I can... I'm going to take some pictures of them in Japan for like the site and stuff, and try to pretty it up even more. Just dawned on me that the bacon we use in our level 3 sandwich is actually pork belly. I mean, it's very, very thick bacon. Whatever kind of bacon it is, it's built different. I'm catching up on chat. Keith, just popping in to say hello. Keith, I appreciate you, buddy. And good luck. You're probably doing some hunting tonight as well, so good luck. That's all I gotta say. Just got a shiny Relicanth today in Sword. Very nice. Was that in Dynamax Adventures, or was that just like... Can you even get it in anything but Dynamax Adventures? Does it appear anywhere else? Need a hat with one of these on it. I'm probably gonna have to make a higher resolution Krogunk Sag, because I really like that emote too. And I just kind of doodled him one day out of nowhere, and he's a cool little guy. So I agree with you. For sure, wild area, I feel like. I don't know, like, I can't remember ever seeing one in the wild, but it's been a long time since I've run around in Sword and Shield just looking at, like, strong spawns and stuff. Moby, welcome in. It's going well. How you doing? Cade, just so you know, if somebody else has done the exclamation gift within a certain amount of time, it won't post it again. It's right above your post, a couple messages up. There's like a cooldown on the thing, just so that like 100 people don't do it and just flood the chat. Who the heck? Ceiling Cat also picking up the Always Overawed shirt. I'm glad you're down with it. The Always Overawed shirt is my like personal one that was like the first piece of merch that I decided to throw together. The Grandmaster sends their regards. I appreciate that. I do. And we have replaced the Critical Role for the night too, which is kind of a big deal. That already is like a dub in my book. So, have you ever heard of who? I'm James. I have never heard of that person. And knowing this, you should just know to yourself that they're not that important, right? Try not to let them get you down. Like, I'm trying not to let this Munchlax get me down. I think I might do a Sammy. We'll do a few more runarounds, but, like, I feel like I'm getting so many other things. This is still better than where the Ambi or the Apom and stuff is at, though. Maybe I'll do this. We'll go across the pond. Can't find a Munchlax outbreak. I'm pretty sure this was random. I don't think this is one of the... There's apparently an event outbreak for Munchlax. I'm pretty sure this is not one of those. This is just a completely random one. Relicanth is in the river at Dynatree Hill. Huh. Like the same kind of river area that the Milotic and stuff is at? I'm trying to think. Like that river going up to it? Or is there another river? I swear I've never seen a Relicanth, and I used to run around in that area kind of a lot. My old username was Oranges, not Ranges. Oh, well that makes a lot more sense. A lot more sense. Did I misread that, or did you mistype it? It kind of could go either way on that one. Either way, welcome back. There's special outbreaks for Phantump. Promoted outbreaks are for ghosts. Oh, okay. So, who the heck was telling me that a Munchlax, asking if I was going to get a marked Munchlax? Okay, well that's good, because I was having a bit of, like, fear of missing out, of not getting the, like, marked Munchlax. Hard to believe I only bought 1 month. RJ, that's just how the people here are built. There's so many people gifting, it's insane. How's your day, week going? Xander, it's going well. Yeah, I'm having a good time. I'm glad to be streaming, getting it going now. There's always that kind of bit of time during the gap between like streams where I'm like, I could stream today, but I'm kind of like trying to make sure that I'm being productive with other stuff in between. Like all of the merch stuff I set up and like finished making and stuff this week while I wasn't streaming, like after work and stuff. So it's good for me to have a little bit of time to try to be productive. Try to do some of that stuff. So it's a good thing. Is the next emote is at what number? It is at a very ridiculous number that we are not close to. What are we at? We're at 931. I think our next one is at 2200 or something like that. Because it counts based on like what your highest ever number of total members was. And it has been really ridiculously high for us before. So it's going to take a while before we get back to that number, I think. We're doing really good. Like coasting around 900, 1,000 is pretty insane numbers anyways, especially for the like subscriber numbers that we have. The way, if you think about it in percentages, our member to like subscriber count is like 10%, which is crazy. That's because we have all the homies gifting memberships, doing their thing, just, you know, just doing what they do. Will you be doing the 10K special after Japan? You know, I haven't really decided exactly what the plan is going to be for all of that, because the Japan trip is coming up quick. I planned for the end of this week, just enough people should be here now. For the end of this week, I have a special stream set up for Saturday. So, yeah. As a potential 10K celebration, but either way it's going to happen. It's either going to be the push to 10K or a thanks for 10K kind of stream to get going here. But I'm going to be in costume for Halloween because I'm not streaming on Halloween. And you guys aren't ready. It is going to be something else. We did the test run of the costume the other day, and it's something. So I'm doing that, and I'll tell you guys what it is. I want to get the Spiritomb in this game. So I'm figuring out what my game plan is going to be for that, how far I want to go to get it in that stream, but I want to get Spiritomb. For all of you people who have been around for a hot minute, you have seen me attempt to find this thing for a very long time. So we're going to really put in some effort to try to get this thing on Saturday. The Marked Munchlax is the one that you get for completing hard mode. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I'm not probably doing any Ogre Oustin because I am not a gamer. Not that kind of gamer anyways. I don't got the skills. I don't think I'll ever be able to do the Ogre Oustin stuff, especially not on stream. The thing that I've heard is that you really, really need voice chat with the other people. And, like, we can chat, but there's a delay and, like, I don't think it's gonna work out. So, kind of where I'm at. I'm trying to look at these things. I still feel like I'm missing, but... You're on thin ice with Grandmaster thanks to that comment about Critical Role. The last Thursday of every month. I mean, I will take that just last Thursday spot. If I can take... That thing's shiny over here. Right? Is this thing shiny? No? Okay. I wasn't talking any smack about Critical Role, just that I can take one small dub from them occasionally. Just that last Thursday spot. I don't think I'm getting any of the main campaign days. I know my place on that side of things. I'm definitely not pulling you guys away from that. But, you know, if I'm on the same page as, like, the secondary campaign, cool. Is that Okay, that thing is very noticeable, actually. I'm kind of surprised how... I thought it was a different Pokemon. Alright, we have found a homie already. This wasn't with a sandwich either. This was just outbreak odds. This could potentially... This could have like a double edge or something. Hold on, I'm just gonna take a peek. I just want to make sure. Nothing scary here. It's level 72. Last resort, belly drum, flail metronome. Okay. Well, you know, the other thing is, like, we can reset. We don't have to be worried because we don't have a sandwich going right now. So that's not bad at all. Baked Voldemort, welcome in. You're just in time for the high-vis Munchlax. Scarlet and Violet kind of ruined Litwick and Phantom. Litwick, it definitely is worse with this lighting, and Phantom, I kind of agree too. It looks a little bit weirder in the overworld. Like, it's a little bit harder to spot. So I get what you're saying with that, actually. Got a shiny Pancham in Friend Safari yesterday, and finally got shiny Unknown exclamation. Very nice. How many unknowns do you need? I'm assuming you're doing the whole, like, alphabet, right? The fastest thumbnail hunt, yeah. The big eater Pokemon. Alright, hold on. Let's get... I'm gonna try these out today. I don't know if I want to use these or not, but you guys let me know what you think on these Pokemon for the board here. Getting it pulled up. Bear with me. Gen 4. Found it. He's just a little guy. He's animated. He's not very animated. He doesn't like to move a whole lot. He's a little chonky, but we're gonna try using these tonight. I'm gonna try the gifts. Grandmaster's still skeptical. Well, I'm glad I didn't completely close things out. I'm just going to go ahead and shut up then, because... Don't be skeptical. I would never think of replacing. Love the gifts. He's trying his best. Me, I am trying my best. Munchlax is also trying his best. We're pretty similar in a lot of ways, actually. The way we're built... the way we be eaten, you know, like most things. Seth, welcome in. Sorry, guys, I'm a little behind on chat and stuff. I'm running around here looking at these Munchlax, but I promise it is not you guys, it's me. And all of the people that told me that these things were super noticeable, you were right. I didn't believe for a little bit, but that thing is insanely noticeable. It's crazy how much darker it is. Munchlax looking real small. He's just a little guy. Just a little guy. Sir Shicker. Make a sandwich with only Munchlax in the party? What's going on? What is there some kind of Easter egg with that, or is he just gonna eat the whole sandwich? Because I don't know if I want to feed him the whole sandwich. Drifloon outbreaks are in Violet 2 for the Halloween event. So it's all just, what is the mark that they get? Because a lot of people have been talking about this, like, Halloween event thing that's going on. And I legitimately have seen, like, nothing about it. I have not looked.
Should make sandwich with only Munchlax in party.
When I make a sandwich, I would consider making one for Munchlax, I guess. I mean, he is a shiny homie. Maybe he deserves a little bit of Herba Mystica. But with this, I'm hoping I don't have to use one. I'd kind of like to get another one and get the Snorlax and be done with this evolution line. So, we'll see. If it gets too tough, we might have to feed Munchlax a Sammy. That was the last shiny unknown that I needed. That's insane. Well, congrats. I'm still missing so many. Did you get that in Legends? Is that what you were hunting them in? That was something that I used to do a lot of, was just checks on all of the unknowns, and I would kind of like to get back to that, because I'm only about halfway done. The crafty mark. What is the crafty mark when it's like the title? Does anybody know what the title for it is? Because the crafty mark is cool and all, but it kind of depends what the actual title when you send it out is for me. If it's like not very cool, then I kind of don't care about them as much, you know? Sometimes they're neat, and it's cool whenever I do catch a shiny, just if it does happen to have one, but a lot of times I'm not going super out of my way for the marks. Make him a peanut butter banana Sammy. Alright, deal. We'll make him a Sammy no matter what after this. How about that? We'll just give him a little something something. Just to tide him over. Right now, he's kind of asleep and nearly dead in the box. We'll hook him up afterwards. Once we get Big Mama. The Opportunist. Okay. Yeah, that's not terrible. He takes the opportunity to eat all of your sandwiches. I think it works. Alright, I think I'm just going to keep doing this, because this gets me quite a few of them. And guys, if you're trying to opt in, I see a couple people trying to do the gift command. It's exclamation gift, but just know that if somebody else has posted it really recently, it won't let you do the command again. So just look for the link. If you're posting it and you're not seeing the link to it to opt in, that would be why. And as long as we're talking about commands and stuff, exclamation shop in the chat, my new merch store. So just take a look. If you ever feel like you want to rep some Dittos, some Mr. Kappas maybe, anything like that, I got all kinds of neat stuff that I put together. Monch, the final boss. He's Monch, not Munch. Monch. Half an hour late and you already have the shiny Munchlax. I know, we're popping off tonight. I haven't even used a sandwich yet. So, it's an outbreak, so we have good odds, right? But we need to get another one. You can catch the second one. I'm gonna try my luck for a BDSP shiny legendary reset. What legendary are you gonna go for? I did Dialga and Arceus in that game, and I actually had, like, an okay go of it. Dialga, I think I got, like, half odds. I think I got it, like, 2,700, something like that. So, little over half odds. And Arceus was a little bit over odds. It was, like, 4,500 or something like that. So, all in all, not too bad, though. They're both really good shinies. And they were just chill. I wish I would have dual hunted, though. I don't have Shining Pearl, so I'm going to get a copy of that eventually. And I think maybe I might do some soft resets on some of the other legendaries in, like, how do you say it? Romanus Park? However you say it. But I think I might try to do some hunts for those, too. Stated, I'm glad you dig the vibe. Glad you dig it. That one under the tree really looks... Are you? Come on, man. He had to get bonked. He was standing under the shade. You guys can't blame me on that one, right? He was looking a little different. I'm at around 800 runaways for Shaman. Is that the better way to do it? How long does it take to do the runaway? Because I might actually dual hunt Shaman. That's actually a really good thing. I've heard you... Yogurt, I don't know if you know this. The Void Glitch thing? Is that still available in the game? Like, I thought that they didn't patch it out, but somebody was saying that they thought they did. that it got patched out of the game. Does anybody know for sure on that? Because I do not have the event for it, unfortunately. You just saw one a minute ago. It's clearly darker. That thing was darker. I don't know what to tell you. It was under the shade. He was looking extra tan. You after Y, woot? What you talking about? I don't know what this means, DB Studios, but I will remember. Shade equals bonk. That's how it goes. Round these parts, don't be throwing any shade. Don't be standing in the shade either. You might catch Nemo's bonk. 20 seconds at the longest. That is not bad at all. Yeah. Especially compared to BDSP like soft resets. I think that's the slowest game to soft reset in, like, out of any Pokemon game. Right? Is there any game that's slower than BDSP for a soft reset? Is very, very slow. I mean, every Switch game is really slow, but it is something else, man. Shiny hunting in Let's Go is rough stuff. It really? I don't know. It's kind of relaxing. The thing is like, I have to just not be only focusing on that because it's kind of slow. And the thing that I also don't like about it sometimes is like the motion control-y stuff. But dude, I'll tell you, I'm pretty sure that the charm and the lures work when you're hunting legendaries and stuff. If you have a lure going, I'm pretty sure that they get boosted by that as well, because every single legendary I got in that game, I got very under odds, like insanely under odds. Like almost, I think my average was probably at about 400, between 300 and 400 total encounters for each Pokemon. I never got to odds, even close to odds. It was insane. Are you doing a shiny Living Dex? I am. If you do exclamation Living Dex in the chat, you can see my progression on that. I'm doing not only the Living Dex, but the Living Dex with forms and gender differences as well. So I'm doing a lot of a lot of things. The problem with the Living Dex tracker, though, is it does not... You see that one in the shade? He's not it, but he made me do a double take. The Living Dex tracker that I use does not have all of the like gender differences and stuff added in right now for all of the new DLC things. So it's kind of a pain in the butt. So now that I have my merch shop and stuff up and I have the site for it and everything, I'm kind of thinking my next thing I want to do is make my own really good Living Dex tracker, and then you guys can use it too. Like anybody will be able to use it, but I want to make like the best one, you know, and have all of the features I like from the other one, but have all of the stuff that's like annoying that it's missing and all that. Like I don't want to have to deal with having some things and not others. So I'm thinking that's the next like project I'm gonna work on. And I might have some of you guys like give me your just things that maybe you don't like about Living Dex trackers too, or that you wish they had and stuff, because I kind of want to make a tool that everybody will be down with using, you know? I don't want it to just be for me. Did you ever see John Stone's Professor Oak challenge with shinies in Let's Go? I did. That is a... I don't know if I had it in me. I don't know if I could do it. It's like, it's not that many Pokemon. It's 150, right? Not 151, because you can't really get Mew. But, yeah. It would take a while. But if you got the catch combo going, I mean, I guess it's not too bad. Once you get it going for one Pokemon, you just make sure you keep it until you get the whole evolution line. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be too bad. It wouldn't be fast. But I don't know. Maybe it'd be fine. It'd be a nice passive, kind of chill thing, right? Nice chill hunt. Hello, Undead One. Welcome in. Version exclusives. Oh yeah. Well, if I did it, I would definitely be hunting the version exclusives too. I have both games. Like, I wouldn't want to get everything except for a handful of things. Like, I don't know. Is that what he did? Did he just, like, catch most of them and not all of them? My 8 brain would not let me do that. I gotta catch... I've been hardwired. Gotta catch them all. Can it be Sammy time? Oh, don't rush. Don't rush. We're getting going here. We're getting going. David, I'm doing well. How are you doing? Like goal 169. Are we at 100 likes right now? Have we snuck past it? I haven't heard anything about it yet. Sammy. All right, we'll do 3 more resets here, and if I don't get one, I can do a Sammy, although I'm not really sure what other normal types I actually need. I think the only other normal types I need are Apom. So we'll see. I'm really trying not to use a normal Sammy here. Really trying. We're at 103, guys. I appreciate you. I'll get a 169 pinned up. I appreciate you guys liking the stream. It helps me out. Helps me on the old algorithm. Julie, welcome in. Had a good day hunting, got a shiny Heracross, then Gligar, then not 10 minutes later, got a Yungoos. Very nice. So you're popping off, getting all kinds of stuff. And honestly, all of those are really good shinies too. You haven't even found any that are just like, not that great. They're all pretty spicy. And I know Yungoos like isn't a very super loved Pokemon, I guess, but he's still got a good shiny, right? Can we all agree on that? He's got the pink hair. Satirical, I see you there with the monkey. Repping the monkey. Do you see me? Zoe, I've said I see you a couple times. Trust me. It is just a little bit popping in the chat right now, so I'm just missing it if there's something specifically. Don't put disrespect. I didn't disrespect on anything. Raise, what are you men? Met in. Talking is hard. What are you metting at? Have you played Pokken? I haven't. Maybe I've played like 1 round. I don't know. I really have not done a lot of Pokken if I have played like 1 or 2 rounds. The thing is it looks cool. Like, I don't know. There's no real reason why I wouldn't have played it except for the fact that it's $60, and I don't feel like it's a $60 game since not many people are playing it, right? That's kind of the only reason that I wouldn't have been doing a lot of Pokken. Hatched a regular and Hisuian Zorua today. Shinies, I'm assuming? Not just like regular ones? Monkey theme stream where you shiny hunt only the monkey. I don't know. I don't think I want too many of them. He's a friend, but there is too much of a good thing. That is a thing that can happen. Shiny hunting for Heatran in Brilliant Diamond and Corsola and Friend Safari. Very nice. Heatran's not like an amazing shiny, but Corsola is very good. So, you know, it makes up for the difference there. Every single one of these looks shiny. I have to attack him. I don't even need it, but like every time I see it, we're going to bonk all of the Greedents. Regular and 7 eggs and the Hisuian and 50? What the heck is going on in your game? What kind of cheat codes have you enabled? Gonna shiny hunt for one more Shroodle. That is not a fun hunt. Good luck. Not a good time. There's no Shroodles in the DLC anywhere, right? Pretty sure. What do you think of the Alolan forms? I like basically all of them. I can't think of any Alolan forms I really don't like, actually. Like, Sandslash is really cool. I really like Alolan Raichu. I'm trying to think of all the other ones. How many are there, even? Ninetales is cool, too, like Vulpix and Ninetales. Yeah. I think most people like the Alolan forms, and then they started getting a little weird in some of the later games, but, like, in general, I think most of the Alolan ones are pretty well loved. Do you guys agree with me on that? Let's see. Everybody's going to tell me how wrong I am. Call me, you idiot. I hate them. Alolan Persian. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that, too. I hate that thing. Yeah, Persian just really had to ruin the whole vibe, huh? I forgot about Persian. I actively try to block it out of my memory, so that's the reason on that one. I prefer Kanto, Grimer, and Muck. Yeah, I feel like they're not that different. I mean, they have a bit of a different color palette, but they are basically the same Pokemon. But, I get what you're saying. Like, color-wise, it's the purple, and then the like, green shiny form is pretty nice, too. It's kind of confusing with them because the shinies are, like, inverted, right? Which is pretty annoying. Like, the shiny version is the normal version of Alolan and vice versa, right? Grimer and Muck have teeth now. Yeah, they don't need teeth. You know what? You're slowly talking me into not liking them as much. I don't remember the teeth being a thing. Do not remember. Alright, let me look at my list really quick and see if I need any other normal Pokemans here, because I need Girafarig, but that's not going to be something that's going to be easy with a normal Sammy. Not looking good. We literally only need... Is Clefable still normal, or is it just Fairy now? It's just Fairy now, right? Guys, we're just going to have to hammer through this here. We're going to have to do a couple resets this way, and we're going to have to do it really, really fast. Because I really don't want to use a sandwich just for this and then not have anything else I need to get. Because I'm on a little bit of herbal welfare here. It is what it is. Dark times. But, yeah. So give us a nice chance to chat. Just, catch up with one another. And find a shiny chonky boy. I really don't want to burn the herba. Tandemaus. Oh, God. Do I have to? I guess I potentially could do that. Man. Muckstard? What? What is happening in the chat right now? There's something weird going on. Something afoot. If you could give a Pokemon a regional or mega, what would it be? I think a lot of people really want that to be Mega Flygon, and I think that would be a cool thing to get one. So yeah, I would probably go with that, because I would kind of like to see that. But I also... If I make something get a Mega, does that mean that Megas come back? Because I would give a Mega to anything. I would give a Mega to Alolan Persian, to Girder, if it meant Megas were coming back. If that's all I had to do, easy choice. Crystal Onyx, yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, that really works for the Tera type stuff, right? For terastallization. I'm surprised they haven't done anything with that yet. They literally just do not want to acknowledge that Crystal Onyx was a thing. They've never talked about it again. Which is just, it's too bad. He was a cool looking dude. I'm wondering maybe if I go like all the way over here and then just run back. Maybe I can do this. Make Mega Mawile a normal Evo. And then give it another Mega. I mean, I really like Mega Mawile. It's too bad, yeah. Because it really just, after Gen 7, has not had any use again. It's just like, alright, well, you're useless again. Get it out of here. But Mawile has always been a Pokemon I really liked. And it's too bad. I mean, it's a Gen 3 thing. I really like Sableye and stuff, too. Just everything in that cave, basically. There's Sableye, Mawile, Aeron, right? I don't know how to say it. Aeron. I really like Aggron. He's a cool dude. Was always in my Gen 3 playthroughs. Mega Conkeldurr swinging around the Empire State Building. That would be more of a Gigantamax, I think. The Empire State Building thing definitely sounds like Gigantamax, not Mega. Mega was usually a lot more normal. For better or for worse, right? Aggron is cool. He is. He's a cool dude. And also has a Mega. Speaking of Mega evolutions. A very forgotten Mega. Aggron is one of the few Gen 3 Mons I like. What? Few? You're a Gen 3 hater? No, sir. I don't like it. Why do you hate Gen 3 Pokemon? What's the deal here? What don't you like about them? I don't even know if I want to hear, like, a few of them that you don't like. I might not be happy about this. Mega Aggron was meh. Yeah, it wasn't, like, the most amazing Mega. I'm not gonna lie about that. But he did have a Mega. Pikipek is my favorite regional bird. Really? I don't know how many people are of that opinion, actually. I feel like Pikipek doesn't get a whole lot of love. Now, I do feel like Toucannon gets a lot, but Pikipek specifically, and Trumbeak. I had to think about the name on that one for a minute. I feel like they don't get much love. Let me try a couple of these. Just a couple picnic resets. Most Gen 3 Mons are iconic to the series. I kind of agree. They had very good Pokemon design in Gen 3, which is why I'm like a big fan of it. I feel like a lot of my favorites and a lot of staples to the series were around that time. But I don't know. I mean, I guess every gen has ups and downs with that, right? Pikipek is a silly little guy. I wish birds were real. Me too. We have a Alolan Persian appreciator in the chat. You know, somebody's gotta love it. It's kind of the face only a mother could love kind of thing. We found the Alolan Persian mother, whatever. However you want to call it. Yeah, not my vibe, but we always have these discussions here, and it always just surprises me that there's an appreciator for every single Pokemon, even the gears, Clink Clang, which I personally think is very dumb. I have a lot of appreciators for the gears. Why, I'm not sure. But we have appreciators, and I'm glad that somebody likes them, because if nobody liked them, then it would just be a waste of a Pokedex slot, right? Like, if everybody hated that thing. So I'm glad somebody's down with it. I'm not that much of a hater. I like a lot of them. I don't need to like 100% of them. Just, you know, like 85, 90, something like that. Both Gen 3 legendary trios were iconic, yeah. Yeah. Man, all of the legendaries in Gen 3 were pretty sweet. Latios and Latias are some of my favorites, like, ever. And shinies, too. They are, like, every Gen 3 shiny legendary, except for Regice. They're all really good. Regice was also, like, not bad back in the 2D days, but the move to 3D really killed shiny Regice. It had no chance. It wasn't built for 3D, unfortunately, that shiny. They could have adjusted it, but they haven't so far. And it's only gotten worse, unfortunately. Regice shiny used to be good, I know. Back in 2D, it was actually not a bad shiny. It was still kind of subtle, but it was, like, a noticeably different blue. Kind of like this shiny Munchlax better be soon. Noticeably different blue. Regice has the best 2D shiny sprite. The best? The best? I don't agree with the best, but I think it had a decently noticeable 2D shiny sprite, right? I definitely don't think it was the best, though. There are a lot. It wasn't even the best in that gen. Like, Ray had an amazing shiny, still does. But, like, it's tough to compete with those other legendaries. I even think that the pink-purple Kyogre whale situation is really funny, too. That was, like I said, the first thing I ever shiny hunted was that. I soft reset for that for days and days, never got it, but I just thought it would be so funny to have the pink whale. And maybe it's a good thing I didn't get it, because I did sell my games back in the day. My one that had my shiny Tailo and Wurmple and stuff on it. So if I did shiny hunt that Kyogre and then sold it, I would be even more distraught. Holy crap. I forget that Annihilate spawns around here. Maybe that was bad wording. I don't know the best. Woot? What are you talking about, Yugs? Swampert is my favorite water starter, period. I really, really like Mudkip and its evolution line. I really like Totodile as well, but I feel like Mudkip just has like a better shiny. I have more of like a connection to the Mudkip line because I played through... You see how different that looks? It's not the one, but... I played a lot more Gen 3, so I think that that's probably why I have a little bit more of like a connection to that evolution line, I guess. Why I prefer it. Out of its sprites, its Gen 3 one is the best. Okay, Yugs, I agree with that. We can finally get on the on the same ground here and agree. Gen 3 Regice, best shiny sprite for sure. Yeah, it only went downhill from there. But all 2D sprites in general for Regice were not bad, I feel like. Right? Like, they were all about the same kind of color palette. But, yeah, the Gen 3 one, it was just nice and saturated. You could definitely tell. I'm exhausted, Yugs. It's all good. All good. I'm glad this wasn't just you being insane, because that's kind of where I was going with this. Garg, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Just 100%ed Spider-Man 2. Very nice. Well, I tagged you on Ceiling Cat's comment, because I knew you were going in on that game. So you just now finished it. I thought that you had already... like 100% beat it, but I guess you must have just been done with the story, right? Because you were saying you beat it in like a couple days or something, right? You like went in on the the new Spider-Man game. You were popping off. Zeke, welcome in. I 100%ed Mario Wonder. Very nice. I heard that game is pretty short. How was it for you? Like 100%ing it. How long did it take? I'm pretty sure my wife is going to get that to play on the plane to Japan and stuff. But I would like to play it. I don't know. $60 for a 2D Mario game is kind of like hard for me to justify a lot of times. Like I like Mario games and I don't have any issues with getting them, especially if they have good multiplayer and stuff like couch co-op stuff. But I don't know. I just don't know if I'm going to get 60 hours out of that game. Usually the way I calculate it is like I want to at least get an hour for each dollar I spend on a game is like how I justify my purchase usually. Playing Team Fortress Hamstreak. I am a big fan of Team Fortress, so you do your thing. Enjoy. I used to play a lot of TF2 back in the day. Finish the story pretty quickly. Too lazy to do all... Yeah, I gotcha. It's... On some games, I will 100% it and not even really think about it. Like, I'm just enjoying the game so much that I want to keep playing, you know? I don't usually go out of my way to 100% a game unless I'm just really digging it and it's just seamless, you know? That's kind of the only time. Once it gets to be a grind, it usually makes me kind of step back and just be like, am I having fun with this? I'm not sure. DB Studios, I don't want to help anybody buy things in Japan only because I only have so much suitcase space to bring stuff back. And you better believe I'm going to be a Superman child and buy a bunch of stuff for myself while I'm there. So unfortunately, I'm not taking orders on Japan stuff. It just is what it is. But, you know, it would be kind of cool because I have these nights where I have Japan stuff and I do unboxings occasionally and things like that. It's been a little while, but I know there's other services that do Japan buying stuff, and I've never... These guys don't sponsor me. I've never used them, but Sendico is like one that I've seen a lot of other creators like talking about, and they do like a bunch of sponsor stuff. And I don't know, they seem like they're like pretty reputable anyways, and it's just you go on their site and they buy a bunch of Japan stuff for you and then just ship it to you. So if you're looking for a bunch of Japanese cool stuff, might be something to look at. It's just when you go there, your space is so limited for what you can bring back just with the suitcase and all your clothes and everything else. It just ends up being a pain in the butt. Prank had been pulled. What prank happened? What? Good luck with your hunts. Let's play. I appreciate it. I do. I'm not having a ton of luck with it right now, unfortunately. Well, yes I am. I got the first one really fast. I'm having great luck with it. It's just the second one, taking its time. Space, just buy a plane. I know. I'm not at that YouTube level yet, unfortunately. I don't own my own plane. Guys, just help me out. I just need a small loan of $1 million. Buy my plane. And then it'll be fine. I'll just bring all kinds of stuff back from Japan. It would be a problem if I had that kind of money for whatever reason it is. If I won the lottery, if I hit big YouTube and I'm the next Pokemon guy. I don't think there's anybody in the Pokemon space making that kind of money. But still, I'm gonna be that guy. The 100 million sub Pokemon guy, and then, you know, I'll buy a plane, just real easy, because I don't have any kids. I don't gotta worry about any of that stuff, giving the money to them afterwards. I'm spending all of it on Pokemon stuff. Me being a big man child, I'll have an insane mansion full of Japanese stuff, Pokemon merch, you name it. It will be a museum. Let me loan you a house real quick. Exactly. Yeah, you know, just whatever Whatever you got, it all helps. Go fund me a house. Go fund me a plane. Take on the entire Fire Nation for my own. They're having a separate discussion, I think, that I'm just reading one message in the mix. Calm's early Christmas presents to himself and Jalissa. I'm wishing both of you an awesome time there. Yeah. Basically, all of the holiday stuff is Japan things. We're spending a bunch of money that we saved up over in Japan. We have a bunch set aside, and I've already bought the yen too. So, and the nice thing about it is the yen is so low right now, and the US dollar is so strong that I get so much yen for each dollar, because it used to be 1 yen was equal to like 1 penny is how it worked. So 100 yen was like $1, and it would fluctuate a little bit, but it wasn't like a huge difference usually. It was within like 5, maybe 10%. But recently it's been at like, it's $1 is equal to like 149 yen, like 150. So you're getting just so much more than the last time, and it is insane how much yen you're able to get with dollars because of how weak the yen is right now. And for me, getting to convert all of my USD into Japan money, it's fantastic. For them, it's not so good, unfortunately, but you know, we got the right kinds of dollary dues. Is Shiny Mimikyu easily noticeable? It's really tough, actually. If it's ever standing in the shade, like in shadows or anything, it's very tough to spot. What you need to look at specifically is its cheeks, because the cheeks you can kind of see if they're red when it's in the shade and stuff still, and if they're gray, then you know that it's a shiny one. That's kind of the easiest way that I was able to tell. But it's not an easy hunt. I'm just throwing it out there. It's unfortunate. Ash Ketchum Dodge arrived on Monday. All right. The Mad Lad actually bought it. There's a couple problems with it, but they're easily fixable. No motor. What's going on with the Ash Ketchum Dodge Charger? The yen is so weak, it needs to hit the gym. If only it were that simple. If only, if only. And you know what? I mean, I guess for me, it doesn't really matter a whole lot. But, I don't know. Maybe I should just buy a bunch of yen. And then, if and when it finally bounces back, maybe I trade it back for USD. That's got to be a thing, right? That people do? Because it is so insanely low. It's got to bounce back, right? It's gotta. You looking at cheat? No. Don't be taking things out of context here. Looking at the Mimikyu, the color of its cheeks on its face is what I'm specifically talking about here. Don't you be misquoting me. But yes, if you're looking for the shiny, you're gonna have to look at a few. Sounds sus. Well, it is what it is. Sometimes there's no way around it. Need to sleep. Well, Jimmy, if you're not able to hang out, the VOD will be up tomorrow, so don't stress it. I know it's late for some of you guys. Like, I start pretty late for East Coast and stuff. I get that. So don't feel bad. I will be here tomorrow and on Saturday as well. And just so you guys know, anybody that does have to leave, Saturday I have a special stream. We're going to try to get the Spiritomb, and I'm going to have a costume that you guys are not prepared for. So, you don't want to miss it. The VOD will be up for that too, but you'll want to catch that one live. Do not miss it. Has a motor, but there's a problem with the brakes. Did you really buy an Ash Ketchum Dodge Charger? These sound like real issues that might be happening with an Ash Ketchum Dodge Charger. Best mon to quickly deal with these Miss Magius raids. I don't know, actually. I haven't done... It's like a fairy Miss Magius, right? You know, somebody in our Discord got a shiny one from that. I don't even... People have been popping off lately. Is Alolan Persian better than normal Persian? No. Definitely not. I would think most people would say no on that. But everybody has their own opinion. Whether or not it's right is another story. But I think most people probably prefer the base one. What if... What if I do this? This seems like I'm only really seeing Munchlax here. Annihilate for Miss Magius. You know, I need to make one of those for raids, actually. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, that didn't work at all. Bad idea. Definitely not the play. I one-shot Miss Magius with that build, with the Annihilate one. What is the setup even on Annihilate? Like, I guess he's just constantly getting hit, and his move is just getting buffed anyways, right? But it's a fairy Miss Magius, isn't it? Like, how is that working? Because he just gets his ghost move that's buffed, right? He doesn't have anything that's really super effective on it, right? Or am I missing something here? Is Berserker better than normal Persian? I don't think so. I think regular Persian is fine just the way it is. I think that its shiny is not very good. But besides that, regular Meowth and Persian, they're cool little dudes. I like the OGs, but I'm also a Gen 1er, so, you know. You guys might call me a boomer for liking the originals, but there's just something a little special about the guys, you know? It's Ghost Tera. Oh, well, then that makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense indeed. Pseudo-Wudo kind of trolling us here. Dino or Bagon? Kind of thinking about this here, because I really like Gen 3, and I like Salamence. But Bagon specifically, I kind of like Dino more than Bagon, actually. Which is kind of weird to say, but... now, if we're talking Hydreigon or Salamence, it's Salamence. Yeah, I don't know. Bagon's not bad. Like, I don't hate it, but I think Dino's kind of cooler looking just in general. Berserker is peak Meowth evolution. Really? I don't know. I don't know about that one. Zvilis, my beloved. He's a little guy. They're all a little emo. So I didn't know this, but I can't catch a legendary again in DAs. And you can't hunt 15 of them. Hassan, no. Okay, here's the good thing. Here's the good thing, though. With Dynamax adventures, you need almost zero story progression to get back to them. And since you don't need Pokemon that are, like, good, because you're just doing rentals, like, you can just start a new save file on a different account, and you could transfer through Pokemon Home well, to get the charm, I guess you have to get to, like, the 6th gym town. But, yeah, it wouldn't take that long to get a second profile, like a second save set up, to do some Dynamax adventure hunts again. And if you have 2 switches, you can dual hunt the other ones that you can still get. Might be worth it. It took me a little while, but I did do a second playthrough and a third playthrough of Sword and Shield to be able to do a bunch of hunts for Dynamax adventures like that. And it's worth it. I mean, you get a bunch of stuff. If you get to the point where you get the charm and everything, like, you see a lot of things at 1 in 100 odds. You will be getting shinies. Got a shiny Swellow. Very nice. If you say the words, I'm probably not saying this. Kirby, I don't know if I want to say these magic words. I don't know what the repercussions are for saying this. Weesnaw, you better work on that horse impression. Better work on it. Plan to get the Sword and Shield DLC for Christmas. Yeah, Just Mess, it's honestly worth it. It's, what is it? Is it still 30 bucks? I can't imagine it's cheaper now, right? But you get a lot of stuff that you can hunt in those games too. You get all the Reggies, you can shiny hunt the Swords of Justice too. Yeah. Do you already have the Scarlet and Violet DLC? Because the second part is coming out sometime around that time. So, if you haven't grabbed that yet, you might wait and see what the second part brings, because if you can get the Reggies and the Swords of Justice and everything else in the second part of the DLC, I don't know, you might have a better option sometime soon. So I wouldn't necessarily commit if you're still picking between one or the other. Chivalrous Saraledge, I see you there. What a good horse impersonation. Fantastic. Clink or Clink Clang? What about Clang? Is Clang not an option? I don't like any of them. They've got a really stupid name. They are a non-design. They are literally gears. That is it. Gears with like 2 eyeballs. I don't get it. I might be a boomer, but not my favorite Pokemon design, and the stupid name is really just what killed the vibe for those for me. It's just like, oh, we're just gonna call them what metal sounds like when it slams together. Clink clang, clink clang. Really want Vivian shiny. Virizian's shiny? Or Vivian, the butterfly thing. Virizian shiny is really good. And all of those hunts, I'm pretty sure, honor the shiny charm for the Swords of Justice. So they're not too bad in Sword and Shield. Scarlet DLC, still need the Violet one. Yeah, I mean, that might be worth considering depending on what options we have for shiny hunting after the second part, you know? I think we will probably know before the holidays, because I can almost guarantee that Pokemon is going to have like a direct or a trailer or something before the holidays so they can sell a bunch more copies of it. Like, they're almost definitely going to be doing that. So, said it earlier, but Calm gets washed by the Black and White 2 Colress fight, and he might seem a little different. What, I'm going to lose to him, you mean? And then I'm going to change my mind about Gen 5 completely? Big if true. I would like to know this, though. If there's a game that's going to be hard enough, just the base game, to, like, really push me to my limit, I'm down. I got Virizian in, like, 325 soft resets. I can't remember what I got mine in. I have a counter for it. Hold on, I'm going to look. Calm is a Gen 5 hater confirmed. I've confirmed this multiple times. Man, I didn't keep a counter for him. That sucks. I did post it at some point on my Twitter. I don't know. I don't want to have to scroll through my entire Twitter right now, but I did post the encounter numbers at the time. I guess recently I've been saving my my text files from my counter once I'm done, so I can just look back and see what my odds were like on all the different hunts I've done historically, but apparently that was pre me doing that, which is too bad. Because it's kind of cool to take a little trip down memory lane like that, you know? Lucky for me, I have my VODs too. That was when I was hunting off stream, though. That was during the break that I hunted those. At least Kling Klang. Oh, he uses Clink and Clang and Kling Klang? I don't think it's changing my mind. I don't know. It's going to be a very tough thing to change my opinion on the gears. I'm with Yogurt here. That Colress fight is not a walk in the park. Man, okay guys, here's the deal. I'm gonna use a word here. I promise I am going to beat Gen 5 either on the way or on the way back from Japan. I'm going to play through and see if it's actually hard or not. And if it isn't, I'm going to be very disappointed in all of you fake gamers out there. I'm going to finish it. I have nothing to do in that big metal tube flying through the sky, going to Nippon. So I need to beat it. I know I've committed to like 15 games now, but I do want to beat that game because I would kind of like to do some hunts in it eventually. So I'm going to have to play through a save at some point. Didn't the garbage bag Pokemon come from Gen 5? I'm pretty sure that was Gen 5, right? Man, there were just so many gross Pokemon in Gen 5. Now, I have actually kind of since changed my mind a little bit on the garbage bag. He was one that I was really a big time hater for. I'm like, yep, this is Pokemon design in a nutshell right now. Garbage. But I changed my mind. He's got a pretty good shiny. He's an alright little guy compared to some of the atrocities we've seen since then. A lowland Persian. Yeah, good old Garbodor, Trubbish. They aren't as bad as Past Calm would have said, I think.
Timus_Prime, people of YouTube chat, us Autobots need your help. Subscribe to Calm, we need 10,000.
What's going on with the bot here? It was $3. Did you misspell Optimus Prime? Did it have to be a capital P or something? What's going on with Optimus? Gasp. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on. There's something that should have worked, right? Let me look at this and just make sure it's not broken. I'm logging into it just to see. Oh my god, it's making me fully log in through a bunch of stuff here. Hold on. Oh. It should have worked. Oh, you know what? I know why it isn't working, I think. Bear with me. While I was troubleshooting the text-to-speech stuff that was going on, I changed my tier on this. And I think that Optimus Prime is one of the premium-only ones, and I just looked and I am on the basic one now. Alright. It has been converted. Let me replay this. It should work the right way now. Let me try.
Timus_Prime, people of YouTube chat, us Autobots need your help. Subscribe to Calm, we need 10,000.
It might take a minute for this to take effect, maybe. Or, hold on, actually, maybe I need to reset it too. One more time.
Timus_Prime, people of YouTube
I don't
chat,
know.
us Autobots need your help. Subscribe
Optimus
to Calm,
Prime.
we need 10,000.
Oh, what the heck? Optimus Prime is unchecked. Hold on. I'm going to look at my list of these because I think a few of them got unchecked because of the like unsubscribe thing that happened. Hold on. That would explain it. Patrick got unchecked. Man. Optimus Prime. I'm making sure I'm not missing any. Okay. I think that's it. I'm going to reset the text-to-speech once more. Hopefully this works.
Optimus_Prime. People of
okay, I don't
YouTube
know.
chat, us Autobots need your help. Subscribe to Calm, we need
It's never
10,000.
working. Never working. It might take a minute, I guess. Either way, I'll check this stuff out again after the fact that, you know, text-to-speech might be having some issues tonight. We'll just say that. Any luck with the Spiritomb, my dude? What are you talking about, Daniel? I'm not looking at that Spiritomb tonight. Well, I'm looking at my 3 that I normally need to look at, or my 6, but I haven't looked at any others tonight. Gen 2 designs are cool, but statistically it's got the lowest average base stat total. Yeah, they added a bunch of babies and stuff. I get that. But the thing that the way I kind of look at Gen 2 is it was basically like the Gen 1 DLC back in the day, right? Like you got a new game that you're playing through plus like a new game plus of Gen 1. So it was kind of a package deal with that, right? You didn't just have one or the other. But yeah, they did have a lot of babies and kind of like little whatever things that weren't necessarily competitive. It seems like it's thinking.
People of YouTube chat, us Autobots need your help. Subscribe to Calm, we need 10,000.
Okay, so that's good. It's working again. I guess the other one was locked in and it wasn't going to do it anymore, but we should be good to go on the text-to-speech now. The Sir Shicker opening up his heart and his wallet, trying to test this text-to-speech. You'll love to see it. Hearing a bunch of Gen 2 rumors about remakes lately. I would be super down for some Gen 2 remakes because we have not had a Gen 2 remake since all of the quality of life changes and stuff. I would be very down. Very, very down. Satisfaction. Sorry it ended up taking you 2 goes at it, but I guess it's good to know because I never would have checked that after the fact and we would have been on that basic mode for I don't know how long. We would have just been locked in on it for a while. Let's go Johto. Dude, I would be so down. I would love it. I know that there's a lot of Let's Go haters out there, and I think those Let's Go haters are very vocal. So I don't know if it would happen. But, I mean, I would like it. Pokemon Company, if you're watching, make it happen. Haven't seen anything about Gen 2. I've only seen many rumors about Gen 5. I have heard a lot of rumors about Gen 5 as well. And it kind of makes sense because the Blueberry Academy is in Unova and blah, 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 right? Like, there's a lot of things that kind of seem like they would point towards that. Plus, it's Gen 5's time, right, for a remake. It's next in line. So that would kind of make sense if they announced something like that. And it would kind of make sense as a potential last game on the Switch, right? Like, we're getting pretty close to another console, I think. I think after the holidays this year, they're probably going to start announcing it. That's how they did, I think, the original Switch. It was like spring. Oh, finally. We got the other homeboy. All right, we're good. We can get out of the Munchlax domain. This is Switch 2 confirmed, guys, by the way. That's what this means. I don't think this... Does this have a chance? Oh my god, don't do anything stupid. Okay, that's fine. Self-destruct or something. Gen 2 Legends game, that would be my dream game, actually. Legends Celebi, like, I don't think there's any other game that I would want more than that. Just a more fleshed out Legends game, plus Gen 2, which is like one of my favorites. Easy. Easy yes for me. Thought you would have a Munchlax emote. I do not, but we only have a very, like, limited number of emote slots, so that's how it is. Metronome can call bad moves. I know. I do know. Join it the second Munchlax. You'll love to see it. As long as my bro Emmett is in the game, I'm good with it. Is that the other brother? Which one was in the original Legends? Alright, let's take a look at these two Munchlax. See if we have any marks. I'm gonna have to evolve one, too. No marks. Too bad. We're gonna evolve this. I don't remember how many of the berries it takes to make it, like me. And I don't remember the names of them either. Hold on, I gotta look for one of the ones that... like the EV reducing berries. Oh, okay, here we go. The Greppa. I think it's like 30... 26? I'll try 26. Maybe more. We'll try 26. I'll give it a rare candy too. $26. 26 was enough. Here's the little guy. He's going to evolve into the Big Daddy. Just a little dude. I'm glad to finally find this thing. This was just a random outbreak. I didn't reset for this at all. This was just here when I checked. He's real blue. It's too bad we can't hunt these things out in the wild. I know there's a static spawn for this, but I don't know. I don't think I was putting in that effort on that one static spawn. Alright, heck yeah. Let's get a Snorlax on the board, by the way. Get the boy on the board. And I think now I really need to get a Geodude. So I'm kind of thinking about maybe a Rock Sammy. Alright. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. That's the vibe we got going on here. Just some little animated guys. Gonna get them lined up. Boom. My static spawn was a shiny. Oxford, I don't know how y'all in my community get these crazy shinies, but everybody seems to pop off. They're animated now. You can't really tell. But I got a set of animated things for the board. I'm still deciding if I like it or not. What do you guys think for the animated ones? These, they don't really move a whole lot, so they might as well just not be moving, but... yeah, I don't know. I think at some point I'm probably going to, well, I don't know. They're fine, I think. There's some that move around a lot, though. Like, the unknowns are just, zigging and zagging all over the screen. Could we get Legends Tapu Koko? I mean, a Legends Gen 7 game. Gen 7 is another one of my favorite gens, so... Can you rotate them so they look directly at the viewer? What are you talking about? You mean, change how they're looking like that? I definitely cannot do that. These are just GIFs. I don't know if I want to do that either. Yogurt's trying to get me to freak out the viewers. When you play Gen 5, play Black 2 first. You can unlock a challenge mode for White 2. Interesting. I always get mixed up. Is Black 2 the version that you get Kyurem in? Or not Kyurem. That's for all of them. Reshiram? Is Black Reshiram and White Zekrom? Is that how it goes, or is it the other way around? Because for some reason I remember them mixing up the colors and which legendary you got. Alright, we're going to do a rock Sammy up here. First Sammy of the night. I really want to get a Geodude. Black is Reshiram, Black 2 is Zekrom. Oh, okay, so they switch it again. It's no wonder I'm confused on this stuff. Legend Zygarde. I mean, you know, I would even be fine with that. I've never had a Gen 5 playthrough. It would be cool if I would get one with a remake, but like, you know, if I have to play the OG, then I have to play the OG, you know? I'm not gonna complain too much. Alright, bacon, salty, and whatever I want. Starting to run pretty low on the salty herbas. Might have to try to do some hunts. Some hunts for the herbas again. Really not a fan of the splat noise that this bacon makes. Reshiram better than Zekrom. I prefer Zekrom, but like they're both pretty cool. They have like some of the most metal ability names. It's like Turbo Blaze and Hyper Volt or something. What is Zekrom's? The Turbo Blaze just sounds sweet. Teravolt. Yeah, that sounds super cool. Yes, Teravolt. They each sound like death metal bands, I know, and I'm here for it. Definitely here for it. Alright, I gotta pay attention. Or else I'm going to run into rocks, is what I was going to say. So I think I'm just going to run around, because the gold nugget should definitely stand out. Oh my god, my game is freaking out though. Alright. Just going to look around for the boys. And I would like to maybe... Oh my god, they're everywhere, dude. They're so hard to see when they're not shiny. They have the camouflage, man. Not big on the Kyurem fusion thing, me either. I really was not a fan of that, and I'm still not. I think they're really ugly when they're fused. I think that this is going to be a hot take. Kyurem is a pretty ugly Pokemon, just in general. And that was like really when I started... That was my first Pokemon, like, mainline game that I ever skipped, was Black 1 and Black 2, like, those games. So, and it was, a lot of it was because of the Pokemon design with Kling-Klang, the fusion-y Pokemon stuff, and I was just like, alright, you're losing me.
Instead of feeding the hungry snore, and Munchcom threw them in a box to sit for all time.
I did throw them in a box. I did forget my promise. The people didn't let me know. This is partially on you guys. I'm just going to let you know. I'm not taking 100% blame on this one. You should have shaken me down on this so we could feed the family. I'll have to do that after this, but you guys got to remind me. Because I guarantee you I'm forgetting this again. There's no chance I remember. I tried. What can you do? Grass has tripped me up before thinking that I've seen a shiny. I know, the little golden bush things as well. Yeah. I definitely feel you on that too. I'm back. Thing 3, welcome back. Yeah, now that you said that with the yellow grass, it's kind of getting me tripped up as well. The nice thing about the picnic resets is that they all spawn like next to each other. I feel like when I'm walking around, I have a much higher chance of messing it up. But I never did find like a spot I really liked for picnic resets up here either. And none of them have worked up to this point anyways. If I do it here, do they... Yeah, they'll spawn behind me. Is there a reason why Kyurem can fuse with the box legends? I mean, if you played the game, there's some story to it. I think that it's like not fully formed, that thing. It's supposed to be like a fusion-y thing. I think they were trying to replicate it or something, right? Trying to replicate the legendaries or something? Or make it so that it could fuse with them? Like, there's something in the lore about that. I didn't play Gen 5, so I'm really not the guy to comment on this. But I know there's some reason. Some game story related reason. Gen 5 DS games had a lot to them. I know that a lot of people liked them. The other thing is, like, my wife is in the room. The other thing I kind of didn't like, and this is maybe a hot take, is I really didn't like the animated sprites that they had. They looked like kind of tacky to me compared to even like, and I'm not saying like just animated sprites aren't good or anything, but the way that they animated the Gen 5 ones just was kind of ugly to me. I don't know if anybody else has that opinion on that or understands what I'm saying there, but like it looked like they took in like Photoshop. Oh my god, please. Okay. It looks like in Photoshop they just like move the wings like this. And they're just like this is maybe the worst take you've ever had. I don't agree with you, but we all have our opinions on this. I liked the animated like 2D sprites for like Emerald and stuff, but they weren't constantly moving, you know? You're capping so hard right now. What with the animated sprites? They were just ugly, man. They did not do it for Old Calm. Maybe I change my opinion when I play through it again. It's been a very long time since I've looked at all of those. But back then I just remember it being such a step down from like Platinum sprites. Like the quality of them. Everything about Gen 5 was a little jank. See? The Gen 5 appreciators can accept this as well. Can we please just... Oh my god, I'm wasting so much sandwich. Okay, we're good. Gen 5 animated sprites was when all the Pokemon had the most personality. I don't know. I really don't agree with that. They looked almost robotic with how they moved. I felt like they didn't have a lot of like life and personality, even though they were animated. The trainer and overworld sprites were full animated pixel art. Gotta remember that game ran on the DS Lite. I know. And I'm not saying that like they should have looked better I mean, maybe I am. But like, I almost would have just preferred having the original like not moving sprites compared to that. Scarlet and Violet is ugly. Zombies, that is a fact. I've never said this game is a beautiful masterpiece. But Gen 5 sprites I always felt were just a little ugly. Little ugly. This game has more jank than Gen 5 by a long shot. Never played Gen 5 and no interest in playing it, Sir Shicker. Also, just jumping in, said, "Get down, Mr. President." Gen 5 looked like puppet animated. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? That's kind of the vibe I got. They looked like they were like not... I mean, they aren't alive, but you know what I mean. Like, it didn't look natural. I feel personally attacked. I know. Gen 5 people are very defensive about Gen 5. And everybody always makes sure to make me bring up the things I don't necessarily like about Gen 5. The idea of Gen 5 music over static sprites makes me recoil physically. Gen 5 music over static sprites. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I know that it had music and stuff that was related to what was going on in it, too. I liked that the battle music had, like, the low HP battle themes and stuff. I thought that was really cool that they did that in Gen 5. I mean, it's not like I only hated things about Gen 5. I think there are cool things about it. The charm came out in Gen 5. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, there are things that made me not play it back in the day. Both you and M&J TV have shiny Breloons on your team. It's got good taste. Just like Calm and Collecting. Maybe one day he'll be as big of a channel as us, though. Maybe one day. I'm catching up. I would like the low HP battle music if it didn't interrupt the other banger themes. I mean, does it interrupt? It takes a minute. Oh, there we go. We finally got one. We got the homie. This is our first one. Hello, friend. Our first gold nugget. This thing might have, like, explosion or something, so hold on. This thing's level 60. Geodude. Let's see. Stone Edge, Double Edge, Explosion, Earthquake. Okay. This thing is a little spooky. Little spooky. Spore. Can you just stay asleep? We're just gonna throw a couple luxury balls. You know, I could... Man, this is gonna take some time. I have a solution for this. Bear with me, guys. I'm gonna try to get it in a luxury ball, but I'm in a weird spot where, like, it has two different things that can KO itself. This, if I skill swap Damp onto it, it cannot explode anymore. And then, oh, it had Rockhead. Man, I didn't even have to worry. Okay, well, that would have eliminated Double Edge. I didn't know. Okay, hold on. We're going to put it to sleep. Beast Ball it. I will not. It's going to be a luxury ball. It's a gold nugget. I don't like shiny Golduck. Yeah, it's not good. But it's good for the battles. That don't work. You got Damp. You're too damp to explode. Maybe I'll give it one false swipe. Yeah. I kind of don't want to do another. We'll just put it to sleep. I've been using a lot of sandwich time on catching this Geodude. Ceiling Cat with the 20 bucks. I appreciate you, buddy. I'm going to let Brian read this out. You can just skill swap again. Why do I want to skill swap again? For what reason? Alright. Either way, worked out. Worked out A-okay. I use Brute Bonnet for Spore, but Brute Bonnet can't false swipe.
The music in Gen 5 will always be top tier, but home will always be my home. The designs in Gen 5 are mid, but its story is better emo than Gen 3. Everything has pros and cons. Pokemon no exception.
I agree, Ceiling Cat. Well, with some of the statements in this super chat. I appreciate you, buddy. It's always a push and pull, a give and take, right? Not every game has the best things, even in one specific, like, series, right? There's never a 100% this is the best, this is the worst. Little Geodude. See, he's a little more animated than old Snorlax. This is the reason that, like, I wasn't sure if I wanted to have these or not. So you guys just let me know how you're feeling with it. Inquisitor, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. You just missed a shiny Geodude, but I appreciate you popping in, giving us some luck, because I do need 2 more still. So we'll take it. And if I get, I don't know, if I get like 1 more here, I might go and I might look at Nose Pass too, because I do need a Probo Pass as well. Didn't realize that they moved until now. I know Munchlax and Snorlax are not exactly very animated. They're just kind of standing there breathing. But there's some of them that are kind of all over the place. It brings life to them. It brings life. Yeah, as long as they're not, like, distracting for you guys. Because for me, I'm not really seeing them that often. Because I'm just seeing my, like, gameplay on the screen in front of me. But as long as y'all are down with them, I'm down to use them. They're easier for me to search. 3D animations have so much life. All the life. Moving models are fine here, but Gen 5 moving sprites are bad. Crazo is really... Crazo ain't letting this one go. Let's... Hold on. Let's just take a look-see real quick. I need to decide if I really hate these or not. I'm just gonna grab Geodude. Let me see here. Do they have animated Gen 5 sprites on... No. Hold on. Black and white. Here it is. I'm going to get this up here. And y'all are going to tell me what you think. And I know you all are Gen 5 appreciators, so I don't know why I'm even doing this. Here's the Gen 5 Geodude sprite. He's a little... Hold on, I can change how this is filtered. Oh my god, that looks gross. Hold on. There he is. See? He's looking a little better. He just... I don't know. The movement just looks weird, I guess. Like, it... This one's fine, I guess. Like, he's okay. He's just hopping around, I guess. They almost move too much. They're just constantly, like... their mouth and everything, and their hands are just shaking around, and, like... It just looks kind of weird. Look at him move. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really do it for me. And it's like okay. Like I prefer sprite work to the 3D models for sure. But the Gen 5 animation specifically just kind of had a weird vibe to it that didn't exactly do it for me. And I guess I can't even put my finger on exactly what it is. He doesn't have teeth. Geodude doesn't have teeth. What do you... Yeah, he doesn't. He's a big rock. He's one giant tooth. Grab Dynamo, pretty based. I have closed out the tab. The situation is done. But I don't hate them. It was just not like my preference for the art style. Right? All the movement made me almost dizzy as a kid. I mean, everything was kind of moving like that, you know? When you'd have, like, they had triple battles in that game, too, right? Where it was just a bunch of Pokemon just dancing around, basically. I don't know. It just was not the vibe I was looking for, I guess. It's like stop motion. I don't know. A living rock with teeth would scare me. He's just got a big set of pearly whites. Just a big old smile. Yeah, I don't think I'd be down with that either. I think the context is just different. An idle animation versus a battle animation. That's true too. This is just an idle standing around animation, and the one for Gen 5, that is it in battle. That's valid. I get it. I still think it's moving too much in general, though. Like, for a lot of Pokemon, they're almost just animating them just to animate. And I know that sounds weird, but, like, it doesn't have to move every frame, right? Like, it can just... He can flex his little rock muscles whenever. Uncanny movement. It's so weird for me to describe it. I don't even know how to say it, how to put it into words. Geodude with teeth would look like Cursed Sonic. Cursed Sonic. Oh no. The meow. Not a fan of that, Sonic. No, sir. No, sir, I don't like it. We have a rock Pokemon with a nose. Why not teeth? There are rock Pokemon with teeth. Rockruff and, Lycanroc, that whole evolution line, they got teeth. What other rock Pokemon have teeth? A lot of them do. Rhydon, Rhyhorn, that whole evolution line. Gen 5 Litwick sprite is amazing. And I'm sure there's obviously ones that I won't feel the same way about, right? That was just a random one that I already had on the board. Geodude just happened to be one of the ones, but I'm sure there's others that are fine, and again, it's not a 100% I hate all of these or not type deal. Bastiodon, Regirock? Regirock got teeth? Where are those teeth at, Yogurt? Do I want to know? I don't know if I want to know. A Golem has little fangs. He does. Yeah, he evolved some teeth. I forgot about that. He's got the little chompers. Alolan Golem could be Eggman. I forgot Alola Golem was a thing, actually. He just gets the facial hair. What do you guys think of the Ultra Beast worlds? You mean like from Gen 7 where you would go and catch them and stuff? I thought those were really cool. They were really neat. The Guzzlord one was crazy. It was like the first city that you visit in Alola, and it's just destroyed in that version of it. I thought that was really cool, really dark. Graveler has teeth? Does he? Does Graveler have teeth? Is that a thing? I don't remember Graveler having teeth. Really love the shiny Litwick. Glad I got one with the Thunderstruck mark. That's a pretty sweet sounding mark. I don't think I've ever had anything with the Thunderstruck mark. I'm assuming that has to be during the thunderstorm, right? That's like kind of a weird thing to line up.
Man, that Gen 5 stuff doesn't do it for me. I'm an older, you just can't beat Gen 1 Constantine.
Well, the president has said so, don't get mad at me anymore, guys. This is officially, the president has stated it. Nothing to do with Calm anymore. I don't know what to tell you guys. My hands are tied. Guzzlord is based off of a black hole, isn't it? I mean, is that actually what he's supposed to be based on? I mean, I know he's like gluttonous, whatever. He's just eating constantly and will never stop, which sounds like a black hole, right? Hello, Chris. Welcome in. Gen 1 Mew looks like it got hit by the truck it was hiding under. You know the story about Gen 1 Mew, right? They only had a couple kilobytes left on the cartridge, and they snuck it in. Just the little sprite for it. He couldn't make it any more detailed because it was just like the final little squeeze of the cartridge, and he made this ugly little goblin. Shiny Drifloon exploded and I didn't save. That is what Shiny Drifloon be doing. He's just a little balloon. Gotta think about the homie. Look at the Gen 3, 4, and 5 sprites. What about it? What about them? What do you think of the DLC? I have enjoyed it so far. There's not a lot in this first DLC, to be honest with you, the first part of it. But if it's anything like the Sword and Shield DLC, the second part is like the reason you buy the DLC, right? It's what has all of the endgame stuff, all of the legendaries, things like that. So I'm hoping that it is as good or better as the Sword and Shield second part of the DLC, because honestly, the Sword and Shield one, that's what made that game good, like what it was. Sword and Shield was something that a lot of people really were not down with, but I feel like after the DLC, it honestly is not a bad game. Like, the base game didn't have a lot of stuff going for it. The wild area was cool, but it just didn't really do it for me. That's another game that I skipped. But once I saw what was in the DLC, the Dynamax Adventures and stuff, I was like, I gotta get it. Gotta do some streams of this. Do we shiny hunt them? They're Pokemans here. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Just found a shiny Leavanny and Swadloon. Very nice. I still need a Leavanny. I would be down to do a Grass Sammy at some point. Didn't enjoy Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet at all, to be honest. Well, I mean, if you don't like Scarlet and Violet at all, I don't know that the DLC is going to change your mind on it. It's still going to be Scarlet and Violet. But Sword and Shield with the DLC wasn't all that bad. I felt like I have had a lot of hours in that game, and I still am interested in Sword and Shield. I still go back and stream that every now and then. Like, Dynamax Adventures are fun with the community. I like doing wild encounter hunts in that game. They're slow, but, like, it's kind of relaxing, you know? Gonna lurk, Jacob. I appreciate you hanging out. All the rest of you lurkers out there, I haven't said hi to you guys this week, but hello. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys hanging, even if you're not chatting. Just hanging around in here, throwing me a like every now and then. Just all that helps me out. Calm wishes to remain oblivious to the fact that is Graveler with teeth. That is Graveler with teeth. Woot. I'm still not... I'm missing very important messages, it sounds like. Dynamax Adventures, only redemption. It had a lot of legendaries to reset and stuff, too. I like that it had a lot of those things. It had the swords, it had all of the Reggies available in that, which was really cool. It had, like, a good variety of Pokemon and areas. I don't know. Like, I think Sword and Shield actually really has kind of moved up in some of my list. I might have to do a tier list of gens at some point. Sword and Shield DLC carried the game for me. It made it so much better. Yeah, I feel like most people are probably in that same boat. Ree, I see you there lurking. I'm telling you, we got some homies lurking out there. I think they release games too frequently. That is a fact, but unfortunately, they are a big machine of a company at this point, and it's kind of at the point where it can't be changed. I feel like they all... I've talked about this before, but they have these pillars of the Pokemon company, and it's like the cards, the games, and then the like merchandise and anime and stuff. And they all have to support each other, and if one fails, the others will like kind of crumble. They're basically at a point where they have to release so frequently to keep the machine running that just we're here. Check General Mr. Collector Man for proof. Alright, hold on, let me see this. I don't usually do this. Yeah, those are... I need to see it in a game. I feel like a lot of things have been drawn with teeth in different anime things. I don't know. I don't know if I take this as the for sure he got teeth thing. Detective Pikachu looked terrible. I mean, it's obviously a very different kind of game, right? I've never played the first or the second one. And I haven't even finished the movie. I always fall asleep during it. The playthrough in Soul Silver is just kind of meh. In Soul Silver? That's Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield is what you're saying, not Soul Silver. I was a little heartbroken when you said that, Raze. SS, I feel like is Soul Silver for me when I read that. SWSH is Sword and Shield. I mean, the graphics in general in Woot. Oh, you mean in Detective Pikachu? Yeah. I mean, is it that ugly? I mean, the people are ugly. Are the Pokemon ugly? I haven't really seen a whole lot on it. Trailblazing. Pseudo-Wudo. Welcome in. I see you there. How you doing, buddy? What are we hunting right now? We are going for another Geodude. I'm doing a Living Dex. If you guys are new here, you haven't been keeping up on what the the mission is. I've been doing a shiny Living Dex for Scarlet and Violet. I'm almost done with it. I'm very close. I'm doing a shiny Living Dex with all forms and all gender differences too. So we're trying to find a bunch of different things. We're almost done with the DLC at this point. I was kind of surprised when I looked at my list today. They removed his dentures before release. That's too bad. Yeah, they did a lot of like adjustments. You know, Mr. Mime's number of fingers changed over the years too, and like the claws on Zapdos's feet and stuff, they changed them and all that. I don't know why, but just to like get the design language down for all of the different Pokemon, they've updated throughout the years. I think Mr. Mime used to have 4 fingers and then he went to 5. Not sure why. They had to clarify that, but they did. Cat sitting, so out of my normal routine. Well, Sudowoodo, hopefully it's going alright. It's chill cat sitting, right? Nothing too crazy. I imagine that like scary movie scene where the girl is like boxing with the cat. That's anybody that cat sits my cat, that's what they're gonna have to do. Gonna have to scrap a little bit. Ruby and Sapphire Gen 4 and 5 sprites show Graveler's teeth. Really? Alright, well, I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't know if I'm going out of my way to see the dentures on the Graveler teeth, but I don't know if I love this information either. Kiwi, caught a stream. Glad to have you pop in. Well, we're having okay luck tonight. Not insane, not terrible. We found all of those 3 lads over there so far, and we're hoping we get one more gold nugget, although I think we only have like 3 minutes left, so we'll see. What's your favorite of the legendary birds? The worst shiny of all of them, Zapdos. I really like Zapdos. It's my favorite legendary bird, despite having just a really underwhelming shiny. He's a cool dude. And it used to be really good in competitive battles. I don't know if he still is, but like electric flying typing was really cool at the time. Did you see my double shiny DAs yesterday? What was it that you got? I vaguely remember this, but I'm always looking at other people that are posting their like shiny gets and stuff. So I can't remember exactly what it was. I'm pretty sure I reacted to this though. Let me know what it was. What's the hunt right now? We're looking for Geodude. I need Graveler and Golem still. And Espathra just jump scared me from behind. Interesting. A shiny one or just a regular one? They kind of like to do that. How would you react if a rock with arms was a Gen 10 Pokemon? I mean, there's already some rocks with arms, so I guess I couldn't get mad about it, but I feel like it would never just be a rock with arms anymore. I feel like the Pokemon designs have gotten a little more out there now. So it'd be like a rock with arms with a sword or with a hat or something, you know what I mean? Like they can't just have a thing with arms anymore. They have to go a little bit further, I think. They've been pushing the envelope every time. Almost to Dialga. Gotta stomp the crazy guy. Good luck. The fights in Diamond and Pearl were actually kind of tough too, if I remember. Like some of those, if you weren't grinding, like some of those Team Plasma fights were not like insanely easy, if I remember correctly. I always am grinding when I'm playing those games because I'm catching all the Pokemon and just fighting stuff and whatever, but you know, if you don't keep up in the older games, it's easy to fall behind and just get bopped. Oh my god, please, Geodude, just one more. Be a homie. Rock with hammers for arms, there you go. I think a lot of rock-type Pokemon can be simplified by saying rock with arms. I'm thinking. I mean, I guess a lot of rock things are just rocks with blank, right? I guess. What else is Geodude, though, besides rock with arms? Got a shiny Lurantis and Landorus in a DA. And Landorus? Was it not Thundurus? Or did you get a Tornadus recently too? People have been getting all of the genies? What are they called? What's their official thing? It's not the genies. What do you think is the hardest Pokemon game? I honestly have never really had like a lot of trouble in a Pokemon game. I think a lot of people think that it's Black 2, White 2. I don't know. I can't think of a Pokemon game that was really like a big challenge for me, because I'm just a big-time gamer. But I don't know. Weather Trio? Weather Trio? I guess that works. Forces of Nature. Geodude is the original rock with arms. Trademarked. Just coming by to say hi. I have friends over. Ellie Dogmeat, I appreciate you popping in. It's all good. Hang out with the homies. We will be here tomorrow and the next day. Just if you're available. The Saturday stream is going to be a big deal one. So make sure to come by and hang out. Been the guy who's there getting the shiny Forces of Nature. Yeah, that's you, huh? They're so bad, the shinies, except for Thundurus. Thundurus is actually alright. Tornadus and Landorus are just very sad shinies. Never done it for me. Saturday is the one day I'm not able to catch a stream. Well, Kiwi, the VOD will be up, just so you guys know, anybody who can't make it. But, yeah, it's going to be a heck of a stream. And you won't want to miss it, the VOD, at least. The VODs are always up afterwards. Legends Arceus was tough. You know, I did beat that Volo battle first try, but, again, it's because I was doing shiny hunting before I was done with the game. I would do outbreaks and KO and catch a bunch of stuff, and I was completing the decks, so, like, I was pretty caught up with levels, but again, that's a game that you can definitely fall behind on if you're not keeping up on the grinding. I like Enamorous, she's cool. Can't get the shiny at all for that thing, and that one is like, I think, one of the worst shinies, right? Like, it barely changes at all, if I remember correctly. Not that you can get it, but I'm pretty sure I've seen the sprite, and it's like, I think that might be the worst one. Maybe I'm misremembering this, but I specifically remember that one being like, okay, well. Do you have the Galarian birds as shinies? No, I was not playing during the event that was going on for, so unfortunately I do not have the shiny birds. I also don't have the shiny Zacian or Zamazenta either, because that was during Sword and Shield, and I skipped Sword and Shield until after it was done. So, I've just been walking around. Let me decide what the heck I'm going to do here. I'm looking at my Living Dex. We got one Geodude. Go ground and go for Sand Slash. I could go for... Just trying to decide. I could go grass and look for Ludicolo, Shiftry, Leavanny, like that kind of thing. I do need a few grass types. If I go bug, I could go Yanmega or Leavanny. Maybe I do bug. Maybe I do bug. I'm going to go over to the pond here, and I think bug will only give me Yanma and the, like, Leavanny Swadloon line. I'm pretty sure. Hopefully. We're going to do a bug, Sammy. Probably is also a factor of Black and White and Black and White 2 being wildly unpopular for a long while. What the heck? Why are there... There are so many Lotads there. I wouldn't be mad if I got one of those either. Alright, bug Sammy. No more messing around. Do you like the Galarian birds? I think they're cool. Yeah. I actually do like all of them. You're kidding me. There's not enough space here? In this open field? My guy. Oh my god, what is... Yeah. Pokemans. Alright, Bug Sammy. I'm pretty sure Bug is just one potato salad. I knew it. I don't even know I was looking at the guide. I know. I already knew the answer. Potato salad, salty and spicy. Boom. My favorite is Moltres. What is my favorite? Probably Zapdos. I think Zapdos being like a flightless bird was pretty cool. Medicham or Meanshell? Medicham, for sure. I really, really like Medicham and Shiny Medicham. I'm a big fan of that. I used to run him in my Gen 3 playthroughs a lot as well. Gotta go. Gigabytes, we'll see you around. Thanks for hanging out. If XQC was a Pokemon, I don't even... He's Geodude? I don't get it. I'm not sure I get the Geodude reference, but I'm also not like a big XQC appreciator. Is this sparkling and encounter bug? Okay. Why are there so many Lotats here? I figured it was just going to be a bunch of these. So I might need to change my location here. And what the heck? Is Yanma a daytime spawn? Yanma must only be daytime. That's the issue here. Alright, I need to get the heck out of here. I've made a big mistake. Right when it turned to nighttime. Dang it. I might have to reset so I can change my clock, because, like, I legitimately... Man. The amount of day-night Pokemon in this game is killing me. Alright. Oh, man. I forgot these things are out here, too. When I did Sawaddle, was I doing a bug sandwich or was I doing grass? Man, we're kind of in a weird spot now. Where we're probably going to be phasing a lot. Which is... I mean, I guess a lot of these are good shinies, but... I need me some Sawaddle. If I go over to the other spot... I'm just trying to think of the best, like, Leavanny area. Reset and make the Sammy correctly. What, you mean with the top bun? I did make it correctly. I optimized. Heracross is over here? What the heck? Okay, I just have no good position for this. I'm not gonna do this. I'm just gonna waste a Sammy. With the Munchlax and Snorlax. Oh, that is a thing. Alright, fine. Fine. He likes blue shinies. That's me. I like blue shinies. Achoo. What are you sneezing about? Let's see if the second shiny Drifloon is marked with the crafty mark. Good luck. Good luck. Alright, well, it's still nighttime, which sucks. I could just change it. I mean, hold on. I can't tell if it's, like, close to changing time or not. we're just gonna adjust a little bit here. Don't mind me. We're gonna skip a cool, like, 20 minutes. That was 19 minutes, but you know what I mean. Unpopular opinion, the shiny late guardians are epic. I don't know. Like, they're not bad, but they were never, like, my favorite shiny legendaries. They're okay. Pseudo Widow gifted a membership. Upbeat. Make sure you say thanks. I know you're in here. Make sure you guys are opting in, by the way. Exclamation gift in the chat. I think BDSP is the most boring and my most hated Pokemon game I've ever played. I don't think you're alone in that opinion. But yeah, what can you do? What can you do? This is really gonna eat a lot of my sandwich time, by the way, doing this endeavor here, but we gotta do it for the homies. And I have to do it quick because we're burning daylight, literally. We have our little Snorlax family. We're gonna eat a bug sandwich, not lettuce. Gotta go into gamer mode here. Last day of our AZ trip, walked into a random store and found a few Pokemon goodies. What'd you find? That was a complete Google Opinion Rewards paid for membership. Did some surveys for that membership, eh? Well, I appreciate it. No, Miraidon, even if you put Miraidon away, it's in there, right? Too late. Miraidon took a bite. Minior is adorable. Yeah, Minior, I hope that it's in the DLC. Because I would like to hunt that thing. Remember when Pokemon used to be good? It just depends. Depends on the time, the game, all that stuff. Legends is one of my favorite games of all time. And it's pretty new. So, I don't know. It's easy to hate. You gotta take the good with the bad. Alright, we need to hurry up and not burn too much sandwich time here. And no cutie flies. I didn't realize, but cutie fly is also a daytime only spawn. And is also going to mess with us here. My picnic resets. Okay, we're getting some Levianis. We're getting some stuff cooking here. Maybe if I do just like some picnic resets right here. I don't know if I'm even going to try to look at these Ribombis and stuff. Have a purple one cooking in home just in case. A purple one. Oh, the Minior. Gotcha. Yeah, there's just... I've never actually had a shiny Minior before, so I would definitely be down to do some hunts for all the different Minior colors. Okay, this kind of sucks. Because I already have the bugs. The cutie fly and the Ribombi anyways. Need to not get too caught up with the bugs. Oh god. Okay. I almost ran into that thing. When you go into the water, you're kind of locked into the direction. He was running from me, I was running from him. Vash Ketchum. Ah, yes. Vash Ketchum. That is me. I've never actually... Nobody's, like, made that one happen in the chat before, so the Calm Collecting Comedy Hour is happening. The open mic. I can't even complain about that one. It's pretty good. Pokemon Red, Black, and Fire Red, all authentic. And Sinnoh version of my toy Pokedex. Where did you... What the heck? Where did you find all this? I'm assuming this was at some, like, retro game store or something, right? And was this in, like, the big city, or where were you guys staying at? The Levani would be real neat. Real neat if we could find that. I'm really hoping we don't get a Cutie Flyer Ribombee. We got that so quick. I wish I would have hunted it here. It just would have been a way more of a nightmare to look for him, you know? Don't want to miss the Yanma either. Oh god. Almost ran into a Swadloon. I gotta be careful here. We're playing a little bit of, like, just the obstacle course here. I legitimately am not going to be able to see Levani, so I'm just going to bonk every single one. You guys just have to understand. Y'all know where I could find a copy of Ultramoon for fairly cheap. Is that game even that expensive anymore? I don't know that it is, like, crazy expensive yet. I think on, like, my normal marketplaces here in town, it's around, like, 30-40 bucks, right? Unless it's, like, really gone up since, since the last time I checked. Because I was considering buying a copy of, like, the different 3DS games and stuff. Because they're still not that bad. And I'd like to get them before they're, like, Heart Gold, Soul Silver prices or something, you know? And maybe that never happens, because Heart Gold, Soul Silver is, like, the classic that everybody loves. But, like, I wouldn't want to risk it, you know, and just never be able to get it. Bully, welcome in. Hello, hello. Oh, God. Gotta head out. iTube, we'll see you around. Thanks for hanging out. I'm telling you, these Grubbins keep messing with me, man. They look very red. And the way that you can tell is if they have, like, no yellow on their little spike things. So I keep looking at them. I don't need them, but I gotta look. I can't just walk past one. Whoever bought me that membership, that was Pseudo Wudo. I know that for a fact. Because I was saying, Upbeat, I know you're in here. Well, there you go. Got that thank you one way or another. Dialga hunt starts now. Good luck. Hopefully you're under odds, because it is kind of slow. The BDSP resets are not the most fun thing in the world, but it's easy to zone out. You just get a show going on your TV, you know? Just don't think about it. Steph Sonic, welcome in. Hello, hello. Sorry, I'm looking around at bugs. Having a bit of an issue with all the bugs hanging out here. We're looking for a Yanma for Yanmega, or a Levani, or it's like evolution line. So Swadloon is running around. We have Sawaddle running around as well. If we happen to get the Yanma just like before that, I can change locations, and I think I have a better spot for Sawaddle. So we have options there, but for the time being, I think just doing some little loops is not a bad option for us. Did I do any picnic resets? I don't know if Swadloon, if I'm going to be able to see it from far away or not. I do have one, but I didn't catch it in the wild. Finally managed to corral 2 new viewers for you. Margot the cat and Junko the cat. Junko. One is such a classy name, and the other one is just like a post-apocalyptic, like, Mad Max guy. Junko the cat. Hello, Angie. Welcome in. My diamond copy on the DS, I knocked out my Dialga thinking it would respawn after the Elite Four, but it does not. Does it not? In the old games, I guess they were kind of more strict about that stuff, huh? Yeah, I guess maybe that could be a thing. I never did that. I never risked it back in the day. Well, what can you do? The olden days, right? Oh, Junko, not Junko. I don't know. How am I supposed to? It could also be like Junko if you. It's like Spanish. I can't know which native language. That's why in the spelling bees they say language of origin. Is that what I have to do with each name that I have to read in chat? Language of origin, please. Junko. Junko. No, it's Junko. Jack, welcome in. Diamond and Pearl, they did not respawn, only in Platinum. Oh, okay. I didn't realize it was added in even in those games like that. Yeah, that was earlier than I thought the quality of life stuff was there. Still have my original silver cartridge. I'm so jealous of that. Anybody that has their original game cartridges from like back in the day, Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, all that stuff, like, it's such a bummer to me that I don't have any of that stuff anymore. Because I didn't really get that much for it either. I traded it all in and I got like nothing. Are you looking for Yanma? I am. I also need Leavanny or Sawaddle. So I'm kind of looking at both. There's a Yanma over there just gliding, not even flapping its wings. He's built a little different. I think I have yellow too. Yeah, I wish. Man, I wish I had all of my old, like, consoles too and stuff. Like, I know I traded it in, and I traded it for, like, some crap. I remember one thing that I traded a lot of my stuff for. I traded for a GameCube. Star Fox Adventures, which was, like, hot garbage, not what I wanted at the time. I don't know how it holds up now. But, like, back then it was not what I expected. And, it didn't have a memory card, so I couldn't even save. I just played really far into Star Fox Adventures or whatever the... It was Adventures, right? The, like, it was an adventure game. It probably is Adventures. The one that was not in planes. It was just a very, very different type of Star Fox game. And, yeah, I was bummed out. I played it really far, couldn't save, and I think eventually I just traded all that stuff back in and got some other stuff. And I just kept, like, halving my money every time I traded stuff in. I was a dumb kid. I have my wife's original red. The battery is somehow still alive. That is insane. What I will say is, before that battery dies, you better get, like, a GB operator or something to back up the save. And then you can replace the battery and not lose what's on it. I feel like Pokemon has American people playing on it. Well, I do. I am American playing on this Pokemon game. And I think a lot of American people play Pokemon. So, I think you would be correct. Yeah, Bully, that works too. As long as you're backing up your save. Haven't touched Pokemon Violet since they released Part 1. Hunted some Mons, and I've been on my DS game since. I mean, I have been kind of going back to some of my other games too, and I recently just got a shiny Mudkip in Sapphire. I haven't been doing those hunts on stream or anything, but after Japan, I would like to do a setup for some of the older consoles. I would like to do some, like, quad hunting in the older games. Get a nice setup for that, and, you know. So that's, like, the next big thing for stream that I would like to do. Barnabas, welcome in. Hello, hello. How's things? We're looking... Man, our shiny luck has been weird tonight. We popped off immediately with the first Munchlax, and then it's kind of just been quiet. Nothing crazy. I wish speed up was a thing on the Switch. The Switch can barely run at normal speed. The 200% speed, I don't know if ever that would be a thing. I can barely run the OG speeds. Things suck right now, but I'll be okay. Well, Barnabas, hopefully things get better soon. Yeah, what can you do? The gray names. Barnabas is convinced that his account is broken, so he has opted out of the membership race. What can you do? V, welcome in. Hello, hello. I did get the shiny Jumbo Dratini, though. Was it Jumbo? I didn't actually see that. I saw that you got the shiny Dratini. That's crazy. Did you ever figure out what the odds were for that? I saw you asked what the odds are for Jumbo with Tidal Power 3, and I didn't know the answer. Epic Gamer, welcome in. I've been MIA for a good while. It's understandable. Yeah, Cody, honestly, I was for a long time too, so I took an extended break after I got most of the way done on the Living Dex in this game, so not just you. 1 in 64 with the Outbreak. That is... oh, with Outbreak. The Jumbo mark thing increases with an Outbreak? It's 1 in 100 by default, right? I legitimately don't know what shiny Leavanny. It's like kind of more yellowy, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to spot it or not, so I'm just bonking them. Juan, welcome in. Finally got my Artisan shiny Poltergeist. Very nice. Did you get it in an Outbreak, or were you just doing regular hunts for it? Keith, welcome back in. How are you doing in here? I'm doing all right. Our shiny luck hasn't been like amazing tonight, but it's been okay. We're getting by. We will rebuild. One more like. Are we 1 away from 169? Well, guys, just think about it. Help me out with the like goals. It helps me on the old algorithm. I would appreciate it, because we're trying to get to 10k subs, and we are very, very close. So any algorithm help is a good thing. Farming XP candies from the Mythagius raids. I should honestly do some of those. I'll probably do them off stream, but I have been evolving a lot of things for the Dex, and yeah, I don't want to run out. So that's a good idea while it's here, right? We need a new like goal, guys. I appreciate you. We'll get a 200 pinned up. I know it seems like liking the stream doesn't do a whole lot, but it does help me. So I appreciate you guys doing it. And I try not to bug you. We usually just pop off and destroy these like goals anyways, so you're the real ones for that. Pseudo-Wudo. I'm going to let Obama read that one out. Just so you guys know, by the way, anybody doing the text-to-speech stuff, exclamation TTS to figure out how the funny voices work, first off. But second off, if you are trying to get these text-to-speech things working faster, exclamation tip in the chat. I have like a different workaround way. Obama.
Gifted a membership to Guard Sir Barnabas 3.
There you go. Gifted it. Barnabas, there you go. You should be green now. Exclamation tip in the chat to do those super chats without any delay on them, because the API on YouTube side has been very slow. I've narrowed it down to being that, and there's just no workaround for it. It's just YouTube. So, is what it is. If you're trying to get the funny voices out there as fast as possible, that's the way. And, little bonus, YouTube doesn't take 30% of it from me. I get like 95% of it or something, so it ends up being a better situation for me. But that's the main reason I set this up, is because the text-to-speech needs to be snappy. Can't be a minute delay. Got the shiny Palkia at 3k resets, and Dialga at 5,900. So you basically evened out, is what it sounds like. You had one that was kind of under odds and one that was kind of over odds. They kind of balanced each other out a little bit. My presidential decree, exactly. Well, Zoe, you can just kick back and chill. Don't know what to talk about in the chat? It's all good. Don't always have to just be constantly messaging if you're not feeling it. A lot of people are just shiny hunting and doing their thing while they're watching. Don't ever feel like you have to just keep messaging just to message, you know? If you got some things you want to chat, feel free, but I know we got a lot of lurkers out there. I appreciate you guys. And, yeah, it's all good. About 8,400 average. You're talking in... was that in the old games? Or was that in, like, BDSP? I guess I was thinking 1 in 4,000 odds. If you got both of those in the 1 in 8,000 odds, and you got one at, like 3,000 something and the other one at 5,000 something, that's actually really, really good. But if it's 1 in 4K, it's a little bit of a different story. Meant 4,400, yeah. 8,400, I was like, oh man. Doing Azelf DA right now, very nice. Good luck. I'm thinking tomorrow night, just so you guys know, I'm kind of thinking about doing more DAs tomorrow. I've been having a good time with the DAs. We're getting to a point where we have almost everything in this DLC now. So, I don't know. I'm thinking about doing a little more DA stuff. Maybe another random encounter hunt back in Sword and Shield. It's been a while. But, yeah. That's kind of the idea. 180 likes. You'll love to see it. Love to see it. I appreciate you guys helping me out with that. The good old days, yeah. They're also just like a lot nicer for me to communicate with chat with too. Like, it just makes it a lot easier on me. Glimwood Tangle, I don't know if I'm going that far. But yeah, I'm trying to decide what I want to hunt. I mean, since it's like kind of Halloween time, I could go for like a Pumpkaboo type deal, but I don't know. I already have a Pumpkaboo that I hunted around like Halloween last time too. But maybe I can find a good target. I don't know. I'll look. I'll see what's available. Always love the DA streams. Yeah, I mean, they're a good time. We had a lot of people rolling out for the DA streams too. I was surprised how many people were popping in, jumping into the DAs and stuff and waiting, and it's been a while since they've been that active, so I'm down. And I still need a bunch of legendaries and Ultra Beasts, so. Cursula. Yeah, I would have to breed for that, right? Or can you get the Galarian Corsola and stuff in the wild? Is there a place where you can find that? Or is it like a version exclusive? Because I feel like I don't know if I have ever seen one. For some reason, I feel like that's a Shield exclusive. Lunala for DA. I already have Lunala. That's one of the few that I have. I have Lunala, Latios, Rayquaza, Giratina. What else do I have? We got the Suicune recently. I got Pheromosa. I got that off stream. I posted that in the community tab. I'm trying to think of what other ones. If anybody else remembers, I feel like I have others. And I'm just not thinking about it. Sfeel. Last conversation, I get passionate when debating Pokemon. Sfeel, it is all good. It is all good. Welcome back in, though, buddy. Galarian Cursula is Shield exclusive. All right, there you go. That explains why I hadn't seen it. I mean, I do have Sword and Shield, but I am usually playing in my Sword copy. That's like my main save. So that explains it. also posted it in the Discord, which you should join, Barnabas. There you go. Yeah, guys, feel free to join in on the Discord. That is a thing that you don't have to be a member to join. Everybody's welcome there. And if you're looking to like trade, evolve anything, if you need help with the games, anything like that, we have a really cool community of people, and it's pretty active usually. Now, when I'm streaming, usually people are over here, but, you know, if you ever need help trading for something, or you're looking for help with a certain thing, our community is just full of the homies. It's the people who are in this chat, and they're just hanging out there during the day, usually. Hit my head earlier today and have a headache ever since. Yeah, I've hit my head so hard I got knocked out once before, so I understand that. That was the worst headache I have ever had in my life. It was a heck of a time. But yeah, just make sure you're getting some rest. If you had like an actual concussion thing, you're supposed to be a little cautious about like falling asleep and stuff, so just be careful. If you're feeling dizzy or anything like that, that's like a sign of that. I need help evolving my shiny Haunter. Well, Cade, the Discord is a really good place for that, but if somebody here in the chat wants to help Cade evolve a shiny Haunter, one of the mods maybe, or Barnabas, or one of the, the OGs. We have a lot of people who are just trustworthy. That's one of the nice things about the Discord, is there's a trade rep system, so you can know who is making trades and is reputable and not like taking stuff. In regular just YouTube chats and stuff, I know it's hard to just trust some rando with a shiny that you hunted for. Haunter, I hardly know her. There you go. Raze plays with the 5 gifted. Raze, I appreciate you. I do. Guys, make sure you thank Raze. And if you're not opted in, exclamation gift to make sure that you are in the running to get one of these next time. Really hope Rattata and its Alolan form comes back in part 2. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think they're going to bring back the Alolan forms in this? I mean, I'd be down. That's another Alolan form that, like, is not crazy amazing for me. I don't hate it, but, like, it's another one that I forgot about. Keith popping off, dropping one as well. I appreciate it, buddy. King Kong. The King Kong. Guys, make sure you're saying thanks, because that is not free. It's free to you, but not free to them. So say thanks. Certainly wouldn't steal a shiny Gengar. Yeah, shiny Gengar is pretty rough. But shiny Gigantamax Gengar and Mega Gengar, both very spicy. It has potential. Okay, so we're just popping off now, huh? That's what we're doing. Ceiling Cat with the 10. Guys, if you're not opted in, you're gonna miss out. Just make sure, exclamation gift. Yeah, make sure you guys say thanks. Let's get some bruz in the chat, some pay buttons, some ceiling cats in the chat, all those emotes, especially you guys who just got the memberships. That means that you get all of these spicy custom emotes. Why isn't Gengar normal shiny? Yeah, I know. They came up with it after the fact that they're like, man, what a good idea. I feel like they keep giving Gengar love because it got royally screwed over. Yeah, on the shininess. I mean, he's just a cool dude. He's one of my favorites as well, but boy, does he have a rough shiny. And there's some people that say they really like it. I feel like it's copium. I don't know if I believe it. Doodle Bob is here. Me hoy, me niñoy. So says Raze. Have you guys... I said so says Raze, and this reminded me of something. Have you guys ever seen Price Master before? It's this, like, old... It was played on, like, cable access TV a long time ago somewhere. and they uploaded it to YouTube. And it was like this bit where this guy was he hosted this big yard sale at his house. And when somebody would walk over and they're like, how much is this? He would say, hey, Price Master, how much is this thing? And there's this guy in this like genie costume or something. I don't even know how to describe what he was wearing. A big gold mask and just like a robe and stuff. He was dressed up like some kind of wizard. And he had this microphone that was in his, like, all the way inside of his mouth. And the gain on his, like, speaker thing that it was plugged into was turned up to the maximum. So it was super loud. And he'd be like, $5,000. And he would just scare the people away with these prices. He would say ridiculous prices. And they didn't sell anything. And it was just this wizard guy. And the video quality was terrible. It was hilarious, though. And I looked up, and they apparently have merch. And it's like a shirt or a hat or something. And the shirt or the hat, it's like $14,000, like, listed on their merch site. I understand, Ceiling Cat, you gotta represent. Cannot allow my honor as loyal servant of the Grandmaster to be downplayed. It is what it is. Ray says, no big. Well, I appreciate you guys supporting either way. Mustn't upset the Grandmaster, that's a fact. I know I'm on thin ice as well. I'm just going to go ahead and shut up now. Yeah, he would just, like, keep making insane prices for all of those things. Sometimes he would really delay. He'd be like, $200,000. Grandmaster is the reason for existence for all. That's we all be blessed. I'm catching up. I want to be irreplaceable. Well, you know, it takes a bit, and it takes a very specific person to be locked in as irreplaceable. But I would say my community as a whole is irreplaceable, right? As a unit, all of you guys, you're crammed into one community bus thing, the Calm and Collecting Fun Bus. Irreplaceable, my crew. What's the shiny count? We found 3. Nothing too crazy. But Cheese, welcome in. Anybody in chat that dares me to gift a membership will be dared. I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what daring is, but didn't they end up selling only like one thing on it and that's all? Did they sell anything on Price Master? I don't know that they did. My cat sat on my computer and he pressed a button and now I can't hear anything. Might have just muted it. If you push M when you're on YouTube, it will just mute the stream or video or whatever you're watching, so it could just be that. But if you can't hear anything else on your computer, they might have a mute like key. Or he might have pushed the self-destruct button too. You might want to be careful here. There's a lot of potential options. Calm getting emotional on us. Yeah, what can you do? I'm an emotional guy. You know me. What do I want to hunt? Where do I want to go? You know what? I think we're actually going to go into the olden days. I still need a Metatite, and I need a Giraffe Rig too. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Psychic Sammy. Try to find a Metatite, and if I get the Metatite, we'll go to Giraffe Rig. We'll check it out. Because I need some gender differences still. Turn the sound back on. Very nice. Love to see it. You want my Lotic? Because it's gorgeous. agree with you. It's a very good shiny and stuff. I already have the Feebas and the male and female versions of those, so I'm good. I hope I never have to hunt them in that stupid cave again. I like the plane icon in the corner, yeah, with Dragonite flying with you. I think they sold like $1 for 75 cents. That sounds like something he would do. Can I see real quick? Yeah. Let's take a look-see. Here's the male and female ones. You can tell by the length of its eyebrow hair. This is the female. And this is the male because it's shorter. Very nice shiny. And then we have the Feebas too. He's a little frumpy, but he's trying his best. He's just a cool little guy. It's a good shiny. Let me look at Swadloon really quick. I probably would have noticed that. Pretty like yellow. Alright. Psychic Sammy. These are some of the older targets that we still needed. Oh my god. I hit the ceiling. Oh, we're about to get stuck in a nightmare, aren't we? Get me out of here. I call those tassels. Well, you know, it could be hair, could be eyebrows, could be both. Tassels, huh? Yeah, I'm getting wrecked. What can you do? Okay, we're gonna do Psychic Sammy here. I can't remember. I think Psychic's like onions, red onions for some reason. So what's standing out to me? Psychic. Onion, just regular onion. Alright. Onion, salty, and sour. You know what? Maybe I should just do, for this one specifically, I'm going to do the regular Sammy, because this is like a really easy to make one. Whenever I have the possibility to do this, I should just do this. Sure. Alright. I'm gonna go to sleep. Zoe, we'll see you around. Thanks for hanging out. Got a lot of onions. We need to have these be our, like, our little blockades for the rest of the peppers here. While I'm making this sandwich in this solar flare, dude. I forgot how it was in this cave. It's a little weird in the cave. Let me see if this shiny Greavard is marked with the crafty mark. Good luck. I know a bunch of you guys are doing the hunts for the like Halloween event right now. Has anybody found a marked like ghost type shiny recently? I haven't been doing any hunts for them specifically. Are they only in particular outbreaks, or is it raised for like any ghost type shiny you get? Ah, God, I just hit my hand on my desk really hard. Does that say 9960 subs? I don't think so. Pretty sure that's 9950. We're in a solar flare. Yeah. that was just a solar flare problem. There's a Halloween event. There is. So far, 3 event shinies, 0 crafty marks. Bummer, dude. Bummer, dude. Poor Calm. Poor Calm. What can you do? I'm just a sad guy. So I need a male Metatype. If I get a... Let me think about this. I have a male Metachamler. I basically just have to get a Metatype that's male. I don't think there's any, like, way to tiptoe around this, unfortunately. If it was an evolved form, it could be easier. A solar flare? When did Krillin get in here? No Krillin. He's dead and gone, as he usually is. The strongest human. Still not that strong. Ready for the trade. Who's trading Cade? Who's helping evolve the shiny Haunter? Roast Krillin. Roast Krillin. Poor Krillin. Poor Krillin. You know, he tried his best. I did like Krillin, and, you know, I really like Dragon Ball, the original, like, old one, because how he was kind of a little dweeb back then. He was a little smack talker, and I like that. And Cade, make sure that you're verifying the name of the person who you're connecting to in the chat. So when you're trying to connect with Barnabas, just make sure you're actually connected to them, because there's people who can be in the chat that can, like, connect and pretend, right? So just make sure. Got 2 shiny Mimikyu, knocking out 25. 1 had the crafty mark. Man, I don't think I can ever be bothered on that. I don't think it's ever gonna happen for me like that. He's not dead. He's very much alive and has a kid with an android. Now, so that's the other thing. Maybe I shouldn't ask questions. That's a literal robot. And they have a kid? Is the kid part robot? Or is she just a human? Like, what's the situation with that? I never did ask the question. Back when I was a kid. I didn't think to ask it. Krillin wins at life. I mean, you know what? He did his best. He got very strong for a human. Fought some of the biggest, like, bosses ever. And then he just said, you know what? I'm gonna hang out with this thick robot for a while. That was that. Done and done. I can't fault him on that. He sounds like he's living the life. Definitely not complaining. She was a modified human. Were they all like that? They were all... I mean, I guess that's what an android is, right? Is it's like part human, part robot, right? That's the definition of android, right? 17 and 18 were originally humans and altered by Dr... Is it Giro? I forget what it was. To have android parts. So... So there was one specific part, at least, that he was not messing with, which has nothing to do with fighting. Makes sense. Makes sense. Haven't caught a shiny in 3 hours since. My luck was used up on shiny Unknown X and big angry shiny Togepi in PLA. Well, my luck in Legends was also kind of weird, that recent stream that we did, so it's going around, unfortunately. They got Neuralinked. That's the thing that freaks me out, man. That's why I would never do that, because my buddy had a Tesla. Still has, I think. But he bought, like, the performance package thing, and that was like an additional $2,000 or $2,500 or something like that. And then they updated that package, like they changed how it was tuned or something. And they disabled it for everybody that bought the package, and they're like, yeah, it's another $1,000. Sorry, dude. So when they take my 2 brain cells and they're like, yeah, sorry, we're going to shut it down. That's another $10,000 for you to have your brain processing power back. To me, it seems a little sketchy. I don't think I would ever want them to... Dr. Giro. Is it Giro? Or I don't remember. It's been a very long time since I watched the original Dragon Ball Z. That would be a cyborg. What is an android then? Yeah, cyborg makes sense. That's part human, part robot. You're right. You're right. What the heck is an android? Just a robot that's human-like? I just like the Milk Force. Milk Force? The what? I don't know if I want to know. Android is a phone company. It is not a phone company. But I get where your joke is going with this. It's Giro with a harsh J. I still don't know. Giro? It's Giro, is what you're saying, right? An android is a robot that is meant to look and act like a human. There you go. We got PJ Collects in here. And we're really getting down a weird spot here with what are androids and robots and technology. We're getting into the Black Mirror part of the stream. Barnabas, that trade overs here ain't working in here. You can post that in the Discord though. Definitely will count that. Like combine a Z and a J sound. That's what the G sounds like. How do you combine a J and a Z? Jay-Z. Alright, I can't do a Jay-Z voice. I don't know if Text-to-Speech has a Jay-Z voice. They really should if they don't, though. But yeah, I don't know how to make a J and a Z noise at the same time. I feel like they're two different. So, zero. No. I'm pretty sure it's like Giro. Like gee whiz, row. But they got Beyonce though. Whomst? Who has Beyonce? Gyro, which could also be Euro though. That's the problem. English is so weird, man. And Euro isn't English though. But you know what I mean. ZH makes a different sound. I have no idea how to say Z. That's what that looks like to me. Z. Raze is right, I think. Look up Dragon Ball Z Abridged Piccolo versus Cell. I don't feel like Dragon Ball Abridged series is the best place to get your official pronunciations from. But, hold on. I'm gonna look up Professor Giro here. We're gonna get to the bottom of this right now. Professor Giro. The problem is I don't know that he's gonna say his name. He's just typing on a laptop. Oh, hold on. I just called him Doctor. They're talking so slow. Alright, I don't know if I care enough to watch this. I've already watched this for a minute. I'm out. I'm gonna say Giro. Zhao from Avatar. Zhao. Professor Giro? Is that what we're going with here? I'm over it. Professor G. That's what he is from now on. Gyroscope you would call a gyroscope. No. When did I say that though? It's not spelled like G-Y. Don't do this to me. Coleman can't speak. This is not like normal English stuff here. This isn't a me problem. I'm blaming Dragon Ball Z on this one. You know, Giro. Professor Giro. That's what I've been saying. Don't do this to me. Come on, guys. Let's move on with our lives here. No more Giro. Better yet, ask your wife. She has a Dragon Ball shirt. She has a dragon. Oh, you mean the one she got from that event that she's definitely never watched that show before? That one? Yeah, I don't know if she's going to be able to help me out on that. The ZH is really not helping me. Gero. Jero? Jero? I'm so over this, dude. I'm done. Jero. Jero. Gyarados. It's not Professor Garo, is it? You guys were saying like a J. Imitate a vacuum cleaner. That sound. Professor Ro. There you go. You asked, you shall receive. Gyarados. Good old Gyarados. It's a soft J. I hate that there is a different J. Soft J, hard J. Gyarados. Zer rhymes with zero. The problem is I don't know the base context of the pronunciation here. I'm not reading any more ZH words in the chat. I refuse. I'm done. What do you call a shiny Gyarados? Guy Red-Os. We're really going down a weird path tonight. It's really not happening. I had such a good joke, but this stream is family friendly. Good. Keep it in the noggin, locked up where it belongs. In China, they say Zhongguo, which is where the English word from jungle comes from. Zhongguo, did I say that right? Chinese. I can almost guarantee I didn't say that correctly. Pronunciation with calm. No, don't believe in that. Don't believe in anything I say, it being the correct pronunciation. English is not my strong suit. That one kind of looked red for a minute. Dialga. Good old Dialga. Now he can pronounce it? What? I said... That one makes sense. And I feel like I said this. What? So it's Giro, which is something I've already said. Or Gero. I said I was reading 0 ZH things in the chat. Not another thing. I refuse. No more talking. This stream is over. Good night. There he is. This is all you're getting from now on. Rhymes with her. Juro. Jurodose. I don't know, dude. Like churro. Okay. You're baiting me with food. This will get me to where we need to get to. Juro. See, that's much easier. Not like, hey, it's a short J, but, the E is also a Yale E, which is pronounced differently. And in China, they use this word for forest, which is how you need to pronounce it, which uses the letters, but you still don't know how to pronounce those letters correctly yet. So, churro is a good example. That is a good example. What an amazing thing. Not just spelling it out the same way 100 times trying to get me to read it. Geronimo, is that... And what a terrible language this English is. I'm blaming this on English. Coleman classroom. No, this ain't a classroom. This is a torture chamber for old Calm trying to read. Emphasis on the second syllable. Pronounce it like French. I'm not French. How am I supposed to be? I'm supposed to go, ha ha. I thought Admiral Zhao was the most relatable context. That is, but there's letters after Zhao. After the zh. Jero. I'm so done. I'm so done, dude. This sandwich cannot end fast enough. I'm making sure I'm not missing anything here. Hold on. The second time was correct. That's the problem. I don't remember what the second time was. I remember nothing. Calm and uncultured. Calm doesn't speak French. I'm unsubbing. Get him out of here. Calm ain't French. Uncultured swine. The disco breakfast cereal. Sharrows. Calm and canceled. Well, what can you do? It would make this Gero thing go away much quicker. At this point, I'll take the cancellation. What can you do? I don't speak French either. Well, I don't know how we're supposed to say it like we're speaking French then if we don't speak French. I don't know. Maybe you have more of a baseline French than I do, because I do always think that you're Canadian. So maybe that's just the like French-Canadian vibe that you got going on. You're real close. So maybe you got a little bit more of that than I do. I need un battery croissant. Yeah, we're gonna put it in the ban list. The problem is they're gonna spell it a million different ways with the ZHs, and it's just gonna be a problem. How has Canada been doing? How's the Canada been doing? I don't know. No idea. I'm very far away from it. That's a good idea, Raze, and however Brian pronounces it is the correct way to pronounce it, and it's the only way I'm saying it from now on. So, make Brian say it. Deal. I'll lock it in however he decides to say it. I guarantee you guys aren't going to like how he says it. Calm and caramel coat in a candy Canadian Cadillac. I can read English pretty well, I feel like, but sometimes. DJ, I don't know. I don't know how I'm supposed to say that. Pseudo-wudo. I said DJ, and then I saw the Z. I was like, well, this is already not happening. All of this would have been solved if you just looked it up in the abridged video, but no, that's not an official source. I can't believe this random. That could just be me. I could have voice acted that. You don't know. Who knows who's voice acting that? Fellow Canadian Pog. I'm telling you, we got a lot of Canadians hanging around in the chat. The Calm and Collecting Canadians is a real thing. They always just seem to pop up in here. The YouTube Canada algorithm loves Calm and Collecting. But you didn't, and they actually say it like they do in the anime. Trust. So I just have to believe this unofficial. I need to hear it straight from... What is the guy's name? Akira Toriyama. I need to hear him say it. It's the only way I'm believing it. Here we go. Here's a completely Chinese super chat right now. And here's another one. Raze, I'm saying it exactly how you make Brian say this, just so you know. I'm locking it in. If he says this correctly, I'm going to be not super happy. I'm just going to let you guys know right now. I want to wear a coat in Canada in a Cadillac eating caramel candy. Sounds like a good time. Hanging in a caddy, eating some candy. That's the best I can do for Brian. No promises. Too late. It's locked in. Also, I'm sorry, guys. The bot is very slow on regular super chats. Just remember, exclamation tip in the chat if you want it to not be a minute or two. Because now we're kind of just, we're sitting here waiting with bated breath. The suspense is killing me. The last beacon of hope that we have. I don't know. Definitely not for the pronunciation people. They're not happy right now. We're gonna see. All right, here we go.
It's pronounced zero, sir.
Zero.
Ibuchi, Wojus Ijungwo.
It sounded like he said the other thing kind of right on the Zhongguo. Hold on. Let's hear Ceiling Cats once more, because he really flew through the Chinese on that one. Let me do it once more.
Ibuchi, Wojus Ijungwo.
Zhongguo. I still don't know how that relates to Zero, though. I kind of like the delay. Do you? You like the the suspense of the message? I mean, I get it. I get that there is a bit of a dramatic pause for it. You just said it right. There you go. Locked it in. You just have to clip that, leave that, and just whenever I mispronounce it, just listen to that clip and say, he said it once. It's fine. This is all fine. Ultimate Team Tron, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. We're trying to pronounce Chinese French, apparently. I don't really know how we got to this point, but we sure did. And we're also looking for Metatite. It has not been a spicy shiny night in Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, we're moving on now. Sounds good. Sounds A-okay to me. Sid, welcome in as well. And all of you other guys hanging out in the chat, lurking. I appreciate you guys. And you know what? I haven't shouted you out yet. The VOD enjoyer. I appreciate you too. The past calm saying hello to you. It looks like I have this many subs. I'm probably, hopefully, at 10K right now. And that number is completely just way lower than what you would expect to see here. Gohan has a kid of his own now with the daughter of Mr. Satan. I forgot. They call him Hercule. Japanese is Mr. Satan, and I think that is a really cool name. You said it right once. Somebody clip it. Yeah, good luck clipping the one. Just got my internet back. Shiny hunting the outbreaks. You're doing the event thing, trying to get the marked ones. Good luck. People have been popping off with those. I've not been so much. We have some like high value shinies for us, but nothing too crazy. Not like a ridiculous number of shinies tonight. We are literally having no luck on these Metatypes. Haven't had any luck with the shinies myself. I'm batting 0. Well, Rebecca, hopefully you get something tonight. Oh, there you go. Well, we made something happen. Hopefully it happens for you now. I need a male one, so I'm going to just check first. I don't really know how to tell. Male or female. Okay. Okay, cool. Well, we got the boy. This thing's level 43. Does it know anything sketchy? Recover, reversal, power trick, acupressure. Recover's annoying, but obviously not a big problem here. Oh my, okay. I just pushed A. I didn't see what I pushed A on. So that's good. I think I'm probably just gonna... I could Pokeball this or Premier Ball it. I'm probably gonna Premier Ball it. Family spawns may all be one gender. Is that... are they always one gender? The Red Diaper Boy. Yeah, this one's staying a meta type. Heavy Ball. You crazy. You crazy. Heard this shiny from the other room. I missed it. That's too bad. They've been few and far between tonight as well. All right, we got 6 minutes. We'll go for Girafarig. We need to get Metatite on the board, but let me just fly over here. I'm gonna like pause the game. All right, while we're flying, I'll get it pulled up. Metatite, Gen 3. The boy. Whoa. It's the ear placement? I didn't know that what the gender difference on this was, but pretty interesting. The ears are like lower down on the female one. They're really spaced out. It's because this Geodude is swinging his arms around so much. Sid with the 5 months. 5 month hype. Time flies. I'm telling you. Well, Sid, I'm glad you're hanging around. Glad you're still having a good time. Use the friend ball next time. Well, that is hopefully the last shiny Metatite that we ever have to hunt in this game. Now, last time I was hunting these Girafarigs, I found a little trick. I was looking at their hooves and their nose and like the spikes on them, and that was a little tough to tell sometimes with like the way the lighting was, especially at night. But the easy way to tell is by looking at their butt, actually. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I thought I saw something down there. Let me just look. No. You can look at the color of, like, the, like, dark brown. On the shiny, it's a much lighter brown. So that's, like, a quick way to just validate if it's shiny or not. And that isn't as, like, hard to tell with the moonlight and stuff. So that's kind of the way I've been quickly checking these things. Don't judge me for looking at giraffe butts, okay? It's just, this is what peak performance looks like. Lamar, welcome in. Yeah, we found a few good shinies tonight. Everything we found is stuff we need for the deck, so I'm not complaining. But it's been a little slow, the shiny luck tonight. But overall, pretty good, I guess. We're going quality over quantity tonight. I could picnic reset these things. What do I got? 4 minutes. You guys will have to bear with me. I'm really trying to min-max my time right now, so I'm not looking at the chat a ton while I'm zigging and zagging through all the Girafarigs here. Because these things just kind of spawn all around you, just in every single direction. I feel like our luck was really rough with the Metatite, so we should see something. I have a good feeling about this 4 minutes. For Metacham, it's the size of the thing on top of their heads, yeah. And I do already have the Metacham, both of them as well. It was just the Metatite that I needed. Because I've done a lot of hunts in that cave over by Alfrenata. It was just Metatite for some reason. Just woke up from an unprompted nap and I do not feel great. Well, Z, it's pretty late where you're at now too, right? Like you're somewhere near my time zone, so it's pretty late at night. You gonna be able to get back to sleep? Because that's kind of, whenever I fall asleep like that, I hope I just sleep all the way through the night, you know? Because waking up like super late, super early, depending on how you look at it, is like the worst. Can't get back to sleep, but you're just like, you're up. Messes up your whole time schedule. Yeah, the rando naps. Man, okay, being near that terastallized thing actually makes the butt look a little shiny. Not a phrase I thought I was going to be saying tonight, but here we are. It's kind of par for the course with tonight's chat and everything else. Been doing a little bit of Chinese, a little bit of French apparently, without really realizing it. Yeah, all kinds of stuff going on tonight. Oh man, I almost ran. I looked at the chat for 1 second. Do not text and drive, people. Do not. I'm not even reading that, Roosevelt. I refuse anything about that doctor. I've locked in the pronunciation. I refuse. I do appreciate you hanging out, though. Is the update live? I thought it was tonight. I actually haven't done anything with it. I haven't connected to the internet, so I haven't seen it, but people were saying they were hunting for it right now. So I'm assuming it's out there. You just have to connect to the internet. Dr. Giraffe. There you go. I can pronounce that. Dr. Giraffe. Sounds like a cereal mascot or something. But he's evil, though. Why are doctors always evil? In, like, any cartoon, anything like that? There's, like, kind of an evil connotation to doctor for some reason. I'm not sure why that is. Like, mad scientist giraffe. You going for the marked shiny Pokemon? Well, I'm looking for shinies. If I get a mark, it's cool. But I'm doing a shiny Living Dex. And if you want to see the progression on that, it's exclamation Living Dex in the chat. I'm doing a shiny Living Dex with all forms and gender differences too. So I'm getting one of everything. And we're pretty up to date on it. There's only a handful of things that we still need. There's quite a few things that are like Masuda Hunt things that I'm kind of waiting on for the second part of the DLC just to see if maybe we get a better way to hunt them, but alright. Metatite. Not marked. Too bad. Well, you know, like I said, I'm not complaining. We got 4 things that we need for the dex. There's a lot of days we don't get a single thing we need for the dex, so we take those. We're gonna do our checks in, or for the Spiritomb right now. Our 6 checks. Bear with me. I'm also going to get my second game pulled up. Oh, this is in Shield still. Hold on. I need to get Scarlet in there too, because we're going to check in both games. Please hold. Dr. Cherim. Why Dr. Cherim? It is evil because it isn't showing up for me. I guess that does make sense. Alright, second game is going to be cooking over there. Alright, for now. Spiritombs. We have 3 in this game, 3 in Scarlet as well. Shiny Mimikyu is annoying. It is indeed. It is pretty rough to spot. Gimme Ghoul, shut up. Yeah, he's hanging out there making coin jangling noises. If you get it now, your Saturday plans are canceled. That's a fact. I would be fine with that, though. Definitely fine with that. And guys, just so you know, if you didn't hear it earlier, I announced this earlier, but Saturday stream is going to be a big one. It's going to be the hunt for the Spiritomb. We're going to be going in. really, really trying to reset for it and find this thing. We've been looking for a while slowly, but I think it's time we put in some time to find it. You don't want to miss me getting this thing, because it's a moment. Plus, I'm going to have my ridiculous costume on. You guys are not ready. Yeah, it'll be a good time. And guys, I have a merch store, by the way. I announced it at the beginning of the stream. We haven't talked about it since a whole lot, but I'm really happy with the things that I made. If you do !shop, check it out. For the holidays, treat yourself, treat a friend. There's some good stuff. I tried to make it not like... There's a couple things that are kind of in your face, like, hey, I like the weirdo stuff. But there's some other ones that I feel like are pretty... Like anybody who just kind of likes Pokemon could wear it. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be a super crazy thing. So I tried to have a little bit of a balance. I don't think we're ready for this Jellicent. Woot. I'm catching up on chat. I'm also looking at these Spiritombs. There's not a lot of them, but I'm like trying to not fly into the wrong direction in a pack of Pokemon. There was apparently a message from Ceiling Cat that I just don't see. Found a shiny Riolu on the way to a 6-star dent. Very nice. I still want to find a shiny in like a raid den too. I think it'd be pretty neat. I haven't done a lot of looking besides like just looking for Herba Mystica and stuff, but I think it would be neat to find one in the raid. I'm about Spheal, we'll see around. Yeah, we're almost done too, so we just have a few more checks, but I appreciate you hanging out. Hopefully we see you tomorrow. And guys, tomorrow is going to be Dynamax Adventure Day, so if you're hoping to get some shiny legendaries or just see me get a shiny legendary, hopefully, that's what we're going to be doing. So make sure to pop in tomorrow. Just fly over here and then we'll get into Scarlet. Alright. Loading screens on 2 games. Posted how it's pronounced in the Discord. Am I going to click on that? I'm not positive. I might think about it. 40 subs left. Oh, guys. I'm telling you, we're inching our way closer and closer to 10K. I appreciate you guys supporting. All right, let's go. Hold on, what do I have in my party? I have 1 Carcole. Yeah, okay, it's a good thing I checked, because we might get bonked by those Spiritombs. All right. I think normally I have... Yeah. Okay, this is my squad. The Scarlet is a little less played. I don't have as cool of a team. I don't have as much stuff in this, you know, my secondary. Show us 9969. We will get there soon. That'll probably be during tomorrow's stream. I'll have to keep an eye on it, though. Finally found a shiny Phantom. A Phantump. Very nice shiny. Hopefully you get a mark on it. Glitchy, welcome in. Welcome. Light goal. I appreciate you guys. I'm probably not going to bother pinning one up because we're almost done here. But I appreciate you guys liking the stream. If you haven't yet, just consider doing it. Helps me out. We just got past the 200 light goal apparently, so I appreciate you guys doing that. We hit the light goal. Don't be angry at me. I was going to say I don't make the rules, but I really do make the rules. I do, in fact. Alright, 2 more. Trying to catch it is so hard. Can't spore or false swipe it. Phantump, yeah. Man, that does suck. Ceiling Cat gifted a membership. Who got this? Who got this? Colin Scott, make sure you say thanks if you're here in the chat. And guys, make sure you're opted in for gifted memberships. Exclamation gift in the chat. If you aren't opted in, you cannot get one of those. And we have the homies gifting all the time. So, make sure you're in the running. Looking for the real goal. The real goal. 10K. See, the thing I'm a little worried about is whenever I hit like a cool number... Hold on. That thing isn't shiny, right? I've like never seen one of those in the wild, so he just looked weird. The thing about hitting milestones like that, I feel like the subscribers and things like that, they always kind of go a little bit like this. So if I get to exactly 10K and then one person unsubs after, it's like, woohoo, 10K. Like, I always kind of wait just a little bit just to make sure that we're like past the point a little bit. Okay, we have a bunch of houndstones. I don't even care. I don't want to look at these things. Get me out of here. One more check. If there's no 69K celebration, I don't want to be on this planet anymore. You better believe that there will be. You better believe it. When you hit the member cap, does it let you give more subs? Hit the member cap. What do you mean? 2 months remain. What will you do when we've become too powerful? You will never be too powerful. You'll have just the right amount of power, Z. Guys, I'm going to start saying my end of stream deal. We have one last check. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Everybody who's gifted and donated and done all that, I really appreciate you guys doing that, because I know you don't have to pay money to watch me on YouTube, but you do it anyways, and you're the real ones for that. If you guys haven't liked the stream, please consider doing it. Really helps me out on the algorithm. If you haven't subbed yet, I'm serious. We're going to hit 10K this weekend, I think. So just, you know, you want to be before 10K. You want to be in the gang. So make sure you do that. We have a few people paying a bunch of money for memberships, going above and beyond. We have Woodrow the Kid, Panky Rang, Zonathan04, Sir Shicker, Ceiling Cat, Kasane V2, Z Toxic, Oxford Striplin, Keith Stroganoff, Chrissy, Ellie Dogmeat, Smiling Joe, Vlad Shorts, Fuji Toby, and in the cultist tier we have Mistaken, Oriso, and Ray's Plays paying a ridiculous amount of money. Really, really appreciate you guys. Let's do this final check. It'd be really nice if we got it and then Saturday I'd have to come up with something. Alright. We're going to hunt these things on Saturday, and I want to get it. I want to spend a bunch of time resetting for this. It is what it is. We've been doing it the old-fashioned way. I'd like to get it this way. So we'll see. Guys, we're going to raid somebody, so stick around. Let me see where the heck I'm going to go, though. I'm going to go to my house. I have the hiccups. Let me see who we're raiding. God, my hiccups, man. Alright, we're going to go and hang out with Trash Can Man. He's doing some double hunting in Eterna Forest in Shining Pearl. I'm down with this. This is something I would like to do at some point. Guys, we're going to do a hashtag calm raid. Calm raid. Please be respectful. Please don't spam. I'm trying to type and talk. Don't spam. Just be nice. Give him a like. Hang out for a little bit. He's pretty chill too, so you'll like it over there. But we will see you over there, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time. Good night, everybody.